inflation just peaked slightly, 0.2. Let's see where the market goes. We're just digesting the numbers right now. Here we go.
What have we got?
We've got a little bit less than anticipated in terms of personal income, and spending comes in as forecast. Personal income up 0.2 and personal spending up 0.3. Now, the numbers that everybody really wants to see. PCE price index comes in spot on, hits on
Smoky
the screws,
Fats has become a member.
0.1% for the increase in June. Same as forecast. The PCE year over year, 2.5%. That is as forecast and down 0.1 from last month. And then the core comes in 0.2 as forecast and 2.6%, which is a little bit higher than the core forecast for the year over year, which was 2.5. So that's probably where that rounding error comes in a little bit. But income spending were also revised a little bit lower. Well, income was revised lower for the month of May, and spending revised higher for the month of May. So at this point, you've got a reasonable incomes, good spending numbers, and prices continuing to inch down. They're not going really fast, and that's the thing that a lot of people are hoping for, but maybe this is enough to get the Fed going.
If we just take a step back and think about what the last 24 hours has looked like, Mike, before the economic data
Steady
yesterday,
as we goes.
a hot GDP, and a decent jobless claims relative to expectations, there were these massive calls to get a move on at the Federal Reserve. And we can go through these calls piece by piece. Mohamed El-Erian came on this program a month or so ago and said, I think they need to move in July. There's a risk here that the labour market weakens and weakens quickly.
Okay, so we can see my portfolio is surging
Jan
today.
Hatzius of Goldman Sachs asked the question as well, why wait? Bill Dudley, the former New York Fed
up
president, wrote an opinion
$1,200
column on Bloomberg Opinion saying, I've changed my view based on the labour market. They need to get a move on. I remember you saying yesterday when the jobless claims numbers dropped, it's almost like for the Federal Reserve, what do you want us to do?
All right, we'll come back to that in a minute. There's nothing major there going on, so let's come back to here and let's see let's go into the numbers ourselves. Right, let me dig into this. So let's have a little look. Okay, here we go. So core price index is 0.2. The consensus was 0.1, and the previous was 0.1. Let's just dig into that a bit more. So let's zoom in so you can see it. Core price index month on month, the United States increased. Prices increased by 0.2% in June from 0.1 in May. Core price index month over month, United States averaged 0.26% from 1959 to 2024, reaching an all-time high of 1% in May 1974. Okay, so very slight increase there. Let's go back. Personal income. Personal income in the United States increased by 0.2 in June. Personal income in the United States averaged 0.53 from 1959 to 24. And personal spending, let's look at personal spending as well. Personal spending in the United States increased by 0.3. We're still spending money in June over the previous month. Personal spending in the United States averaged 0.53% from 1959 until 2024. Okay. Right, so the market so far is quite muted. It's steady as she goes. No real surprises. Nothing too dramatic. I like it so far. As you know, I'm all in on margin, so I want steady. I don't want any drama, and that's exactly what we. Oh, let me just refresh that a minute. And that's what we've got today. So this is good. Let me just do a correction here. Need to bring this in a minute. Hopefully, yeah, there we go. That works. Right. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a good day. Let's see how it moves on the bell. We'll go through all our positions now. If you're over there on TikTok, welcome to all of you. It's lovely to have you here. Our main show is on YouTube. You're watching on my phone, watching YouTube. If you'd like to join us, if you do pop into YouTube, you get a really big welcome from our traders and our investors from around the world. We've got members in 62 countries, and we go out in 14 languages. This is my real money, my real trades. What you're looking at on the screen there is $78,000 in my brokerage. I've got $24,000 in my Roth IRA, and my total is $104,000. You'll see it on the screen in about for 5 seconds. There's a slight delay behind YouTube. So you'll see it in just a couple of seconds. $104,000. I started with $5,000. I've traded and invested live on the show. There you go, 104. That's my real money. I have no money in the bank. This is my full account in Robinhood. And I invest live every day, 12 hours a day. And this is all the money I have in the world. And you've seen it go from 5,000 to 104,000. So it's pretty good. Be very, very careful on TikTok. There are hundreds of people pretending to be me. They never go live. They message you. They friend you. I never do any of that stuff. I never send you a friend request. I never message you. I never try and sell you anything. So be very, very careful if you follow or engage with anybody else called Martyn Lucas. I have my music channel and I have this, but please be very, very careful. I'm the only one who goes live all the time. All right, so you know this is the real channel. All right, if you do join us on YouTube, you'll get a great welcome from our investors and traders from around the world. You get a special welcome in, and we put you on the screen, and we invite you to all special events. So if you want to do that, click the profile link there. You just come out of TikTok, jump into YouTube, and we'll give you a massive welcome. All you have to do is say, hi, I'm from TikTok in the chat so we know it's you, and then we can welcome you in. All right, good morning to all of you. Let's get straight back to you. Let's read all the comments coming in. So let me just zoom that down. I want to welcome our guest this morning on Rumble as well. Lovely to have you here. This is my Rumble audience this morning. A little bit light at the morning, so far this morning. Let me just drop a hi all there to everybody. There you go. All right. Okay. Let me read the comments. After this report, I think we could get a nice close to the week, mate. Yes, I'm up. I'm holding 1.36. We've had this sell-off into the Russell. People buying, of course, the selling off tech, but I think that's a big mistake. It just presents opportunity. The great companies will always rise. The S&P has worked over hundreds of years. I'm not giving up on the S&P for the Russell, the small caps, companies that don't make any money. Just because, I mean, remember, there's a difference between buying a stock and it rallies up and buying a company that makes money. There are two different things. I own businesses. I don't buy stocks. Stocks can go up, and yes, you'll all go, well, yeah, but I'm making money. Yeah, but you're not. You're not until you sell. And then you've got to pay tax. And then how do you re-enter? And now you come back to the big companies and you're paying more. So when you work out how much money you'd paid in tax, and now you've got to buy back in at higher prices, have you really made any money long term? My suggestion is you probably haven't. So I buy, I hold, I own businesses, and I own profitable businesses, not cheap rubbish. Hi, David Ewan. Good to see you. Too busy, David. Hey, Mike. How you doing? How you doing? Did we get a new member this morning? Did I miss that? Smoky Fats, 1 month. I think he's renewed, or he's just he's celebrated his membership. Smoky Fats is 1 month old today. Fantastic. We've got a lot of new members here. Team Fusion. Let's just talk to you a moment. What about J&J? Just taking a bit of a trim today because, you understand why, right? Defensives are trimming back to buy the growth stocks again. That's what's happening. That's why the market has popped up. But that's perfectly fine because you've just had a fantastic week and you've got those dividends coming in. That's a $200 stock. Of course, the broadening of the market rallying, that will benefit J&J as well. And healthcare is a sector that will do well in the Russell, which will benefit J&J because J&J will start to buy some of those smaller businesses. So not financial advice, but my suggestion would be keep hold of your J&J. I was looking at my 1 month chart. I am back where I started, but I had a 40,000 swing. I was up 40 grand July, now back down where I was in June. Thank you, David Ewan. Did you buy the dips, thereby improving your position? Good morning, everyone. Hi, Octavio. Is inflation hot? No, it's business as usual. Very, very slight movement. Some sectors up, some sectors down, but we're okay. Hence why the market is up today. Good morning and happy Friday. It's Call-In Friday. Who will call in today? Yes, 1 hour and 20 minutes from now. It is, of course, live phone-in. Is it call-in Friday? Yes, it is. How was the inflation? I've just done the numbers. If you want to rewind it just a couple of minutes, I read it out to you, and we also heard it in from Bloomberg. We're going to go back there in a second. MSK, call in again today. Morning, everyone. Martin, what's your opinion on term diversification? Martin, what's your opinion on term diversification? Is a myth. If cream rises to the top, why not go heavier? Well, that's exactly what I've done. That is exactly what I've done. I believe cream rises to the top. I believe that. Look, let me put it this way. In the simplest way possible. Right. Let me have a cup of tea and put this to you. All right. Okay, let me put it like this. Let me put it like this. So I'll make this video. Okay. So inflation, rotation, inflation, rotation. I like it. There's a little rhyme there. Buy a business or a stock. Okay, here we go. So this is what I'm gonna do this morning, right? Don't ruin the show today. I'll call in and ruin the show. Brilliant. Okay. So this is what, 15 minutes in? Okay, 12 actually, 12 minutes in. All right, so I'm going to answer a question here. What's your opinion on term diversification is a myth? If cream rises to the top, okay. So let's have a look. Morning, everyone. Dads and son cooks. Okay, let me do this now. All right. Inflation, rotation, buy a business or buy a stock. This video was inspired by this question that just came in here from John Major, former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Only joking. You never know, it might be. If cream rises to the top, why not go heavier on the Mag 7? Let me explain that. We've just had the PCI. We've just following CPI and all the rest of it. Or was that the other way around? Forgot now. Anyway, we just covered the inflation numbers, and we're going to talk about inflation rotation, buy a business or buy a stock. Well, we've seen over the last few weeks people rotating. You've heard about rotating. Normally is 10 to 14 days cycle when people exit one segment and go into another. And we've seen, because we now believe that interest rates are coming down, people are going, hang on a minute, there's more money to be made in the Russell, which is the low caps, the small caps, the tiny companies, many companies that aren't that successful, remember, taking lots of debt and all the rest of it, not a risk. Those stocks haven't done very well for a while. They've not done well for a reason. There's been high inflation. There's been high interest rates. They've been struggling, but they may have been struggling because they're not great businesses. However, people are dumping great businesses and buying the cheaper businesses because they expect greater growth. Is that a great idea? Well, let me answer that. Over the last couple of days, I've been buying more and more and more of the S&P. The S&P has served as a benchmark now for many, many years. In fact, we can go back thousands of years since the beginning of time when people traded coins on the street in biblical times, and the economy has grown and businesses have grown. The S&P was based upon solid principles over time. Of course, it changes its nature, the way you buy into it, whether you buy the VOO or the SPY or other ways, but the general economy has been the same on the basis of the S&P for many, many years. Goes back a long, long time. And in fact, since the beginning of time, markets have always gone higher with dips in between. The S&P has gone through world wars, depressions, recessions, you name it. It's been there and come out higher on the other side. So the principles of owning good businesses has always been and always will be a good idea. If you ask me today, if I had real cash in my hand rather than an app in my hand, and all I'd had to do was press a button, it didn't feel like real money. I actually had cash in my hand, and I had 10 people outside knocking on my front door saying, invest in me. And I had a great business with a great balance sheet, with great CEOs, with great history, with great management, great skills, potential, proprietary, unique services. Would I give them my money? Probably would. Then somebody else knocks on the door, says, I haven't really got any money. I've got a good idea, but I'm struggling at the moment. I've got lots of debt, but hey, I could be really great in the future. Would you give me some money? Well, what's your management like? What's your understanding of the markets? Whatever. The list goes on and on. Would you give them your money? You probably wouldn't. Would you? Because it'd be real cash. However, on your app, on your phone, on your Robinhood, press a button and off you go. So what's happened now, we've had rotation out of mega caps into the Russell. And what we've got now is the Russell growing. But today we've got rotation coming back. And there's lots of information to say that now Google, and I did a Google video last night, click above my head down below in the description, go and check out my Google video. It's now really, really undervalued by my reckoning anyway. And I did my own calculations on that. Great businesses have been trimmed off. Have they been trimmed off too much? So, to answer this question here, does the cream rise to the top? I believe it does. Do you want to own stocks or do you want to own great businesses? Now, some of you will say, yeah, but we've had the best run for the mega caps and they're all going to slow down now. I can make more money by buying the small caps on the Russell. Yeah, you can. Absolutely, you can. Over the last couple of weeks, you've made some money. It's rallied mega on certain companies that have rallied mega. But remember, there are many of those that are doing well on the S&P 500 as well. It's just being disguised with the drop because the Mag 7 do take up such a high proportion of the index. But it would have been a lot lower if you'd been in the individual stocks. That's the power of the index. So those companies are doing well. The Mag 7 will return and your portfolio will explode. So right now, you may have moved out of the high tech. You may have moved out of the NASDAQ or individual stocks, or maybe you've sold the S&P and you decided that Russell is the greatest thing to own now. Now, I put this to you. You've gone from owning a great business, a great index over time and over history that's beaten the benchmarks of the best traders and hedge funders in the world for years and years and years and years and years, as long back as we can remember. And you've gone into companies that are really struggling. Now, interest rates will come down. It will help them. But if you've got a rubbish business, you've got a rubbish business. Borrowing money doesn't necessarily help you. I don't borrow money to promote my business. I just work and reinvest my money. Yes, I'm using margin. That is borrowing money, but that's a very, very different thing. I've not spent the money. The money is still there, if you like. All right, you don't need to borrow money to promote your business. You just work hard. So, in my opinion, from my experience of building businesses, and I've done it all around the world, my experience is rubbish business are rubbish businesses whether rates are high or not. Now consider this, you've just bought the Russell and you've made yourself 7%, maybe 14%, whatever, but it's a very short-term gain. Most of you have probably done it in your brokerage account because your IRA's maxed out, you can't use tax-free savings, and you've sold it, you've paid a 20% tax. Okay, so the money you've made wasn't quite as good as you thought it was because you've just paid tax. Now what you have to do at some point, you will sell. No doubt about it, and the exit will be dramatic on those stocks. At some point, you will sell and you'll want to own the great businesses once again. You don't know when that moment's going to come, but all of a sudden, people are going to dump the stocks and it's going to go down really, really quickly. But it won't affect me because I own the S&P, and it won't affect the big businesses because the money will go back to them. However, the problem is when you decide to buy back, by now the price has gone up. So remember, the money you made originally, you haven't got as much as you think you have. Right now you think you have because your money's in your account and you go and look at me with my 14%. End of the year, when you get your tax bill, you've got to pay tax on those short-term capital gains of 20%. Now what you're looking at, let's say you've made a certain amount of money and you've paid the tax, you have to now get a discount on the mega caps when you come back greater than the tax that you're going to pay. Otherwise, you might as well have stayed where you were. You're back where you were. In fact, worse, because now the mega caps have gone up. So it's very, very easy to think, look at me, I'm winning today. I've sold all my stocks and I've gone from here and I've gone to there. Just because you can trade doesn't mean you should trade. Remember, the institutions, the system, Wall Street, your brokerage makes money every time you trade, even if it's Robinhood, where apparently you trade for free. You do trade for free. Kind of. The market makers always make a bit of money. You're paying slightly more for the stock than it would be by buying direct, and that's how how market makers make money in bulk of trading for Robinhood and brokerages that offer free trading. So remember, at the end of the day, it's designed for the system to work. That's how the banks make money. If you go into the bank, you couldn't draw your money out because only 10% of the money sits there. It's all been lent out 10 times. If everybody asked for their money back, they wouldn't get it, right? Doesn't exist. Well, Wall Street, the brokerages are all the same. It's a system that works, and just bear that in mind. So if you have moved out of great stocks, bought the lower companies, when you sell, you think you've made some money, end of the year, make sure you've got the money to pay the tax, and now you have to find a way back in to your original position, less than the tax that you're going to pay. Otherwise, you end up back where you were. But you forget all of these things because you do one trade at a time. I've always said, play chess, not checkers. If you're moving one piece and one move at a time, you keep thinking you're doing a great thing. Look at me. I just sold, took a profit. Look at me. I've just bought the Russell. I'm selling. I'm taking a profit. But what happens next? You pay tax on those two trades, and now you have to find an entry point lower than the discount that you've got from the tax that you've paid on those two trades. Make sense? I hope it makes sense. So what have I done? I haven't sold a damn thing. In fact, I bought more. I'm certainly not selling Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Tesla to buy a few startups on the Russell. That makes no sense. Makes no sense. So I stayed where I am and I put my money where my mouth is. I don't think many people right now would be doing this, but I've done it. There's my margin, the highest margin ever, 52,572, all in. That has benefited me though, slightly, because I've now moved into a lower interest rate. If I show you interest rates, view rates, you will see I've now moved down to the lower tier. Let me just refresh that. I was at 6.75. I'm now at 6.55 on my total balance. So I've just saved 0.25%. That's very, very nice. Thank you very much. Because guess what? Rates are about to come down and that will probably drop to somewhere like 6. Now, if I'm making 13% a year on the S&P and it's costing me 6, obviously, I'm up by 7%. Makes sense. And I've not had to pay any tax, sell anything. I've got no tax events, and I'm exactly where I started. I've never moved. And the benefit of that is when the rotation rotates back in again, of course, the money is going to start piling up. Hence why you can see today, if I look at my Roth IRA where there's no margin, the S&P is up 0.81. I'm all in on the S&P. But my main account is up 1.37. Yep, I'm beating the market again because I believe to own a great business is by far the best thing to do than owning a stock. Just because you can trade doesn't mean you should trade. This is a game of patience. This is a game of chess, not checkers. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you watched it to the end. I hope that makes a lot of sense. It does to me. Maybe it doesn't to anybody else. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I'll leave you with this final thought. When people say that Warren Buffett is the greatest trader and investor of all time, he's not. He just did the right things for the longest time. When he was younger, he made lots of mistakes, traded bad stocks all the time. I thought he was an oracle. I thought he could see things. No, he's a human being, just like you. He doesn't know what stocks are going up, what stocks are going down. However, by the age of 60, that's when the majority of his money was made. And since then, and now, the real money has been made for Warren Buffett, because when he got older, he started to buy the S&P, Coca-Cola, certain land things, and he's just held them for the longest time. He's not the greatest trader. He's just one of the oldest who's never sold and never gone anywhere. If I live to the age of 200, I'll be the greatest investor in the history of the world as well. Because every few years, my S&P will double. And after a while, I'll be a billionaire just by living to the age of 200. So there you go. Are you buying stocks or are you buying businesses? Did you rotate? Are you in? Are you out? Leave me your thoughts. Click above my head for all the links. I've just done a video on Google, why I think Google is great value right now. I've also just done a video, a click above my head down there and down in the description. I've also done another video on should you sell the whole market, a deep dive onto all of that, so all the psychology of investing and other things. So click all the links around my head over here. I'll put those videos as well. Go and check it out. Have a great day. Till next time, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. So John Major, I know you're not a member of my channel and I have to focus on the members, but there was an answer which will benefit other people, I hope. All right. So there was your question. I hope I answered it for you. Morning, everyone. Yes, I bought the dips, bought Nvidia, Tesla, Google on the dips. Good stuff. I'll call in and ruin your show. Great. 1 hour from now. We look forward to it. Hey, everyone. Jay Long. Hey, Jay, let's have a great day. Hi, everyone. Hi, Jay. Hi, Jay. Day trader of the day may be very interesting today. Everyone may be up. Well, let's see. Hey, David. Also, you don't have to play. Exactly. You can, well, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Okay, follow-up video. Follow-up video. Follow up. Don't play. Okay. Plus don't play. Okay. One of my members just suggested, in fact, there's another option, just don't play. Watch to the end of this video. I'll give you the link for this, the follow-up to this video, and we can discuss, should you just sit out and not do anything? And now on with the rest of the video. Okay, so that will go in the other one. So here we go. This is a follow-up to my previous video all about inflation rotation, buying a business or a stock. Just as I finished making it, one of my members asked this question, or he put this as an alternative point, said also, you don't have to play. Well, let's talk about that for a moment. Do you not have to play? You could sit out and do absolutely nothing. Don't buy any stocks, don't do anything. Well, let's discuss that right now. Consider this. I am not using margin. I am not investing. I'm sticking my money in the bank. That's a rubbish idea. Get less than 0.5% on my money. The reason why I get nothing from the bank is because the bank is a business. It used to be, years and years ago, it used to be a service many, many years ago. Businesses, banks are now businesses. They lend your money out 10 times. If you go to the bank and ask for your money back, if everyone did it, you wouldn't get it. There'd be a bank run. They couldn't pay you. Banks don't even have any money, right? So let's not leave our money in the bank. That's pointless. Earning 0.5% a year would be bonkers. So let's forget banks. They've got too many bills. They're making too much money for themselves. We don't want to do that. We want to go where we can make money for ourselves. After all, it's our money. It's not the banks. So let's scrub the banks. Okay, where do we go now? Well, we could put our money in all kinds of different bonds and savings and so on and so forth, but there is an element of risk to those. You've got to hold those for a long time. And what will happen with the rates in the future? Nobody knows. So I don't like uncertainty either. So scrub that idea. We could gamble it. We could go down the local casino. That doesn't suit me either. I don't like gambling, unpredictability. Most people lose. I'd rather own the casino. Hang on a minute. Are we talking about owning something? Yep. Well, do you mean options? Do you mean taking risks? Nope. I mean actually owning something. Hang on a minute. So what are we going to do? Let's put our money, for example, in a brokerage that pays us a decent amount of interest, backed by FDIC, insured, guaranteed, and all the rest of it. Can't go anywhere. All right, I like that. Let's put my money then in Robinhood and let me earn myself, I think it's currently 5.25%. Oh, I like that. 5.25%. Insured, no risk. I like that option. My money is just going to sit there. But hang on a minute. Inflation's a couple of percent and maybe it's a bit more, blah, blah, blah. Well, hang on a minute. Does that mean I'm only making 3? Yeah, it does. And don't forget, you've got to pay tax on those gains because they are gains. That interest is gains. Okay, I've got to pay a bit of interest on that. So the interest is not as attractive as it first appears, but it's better than nothing. It's better than putting it in the bank, and it's certainly better than going down the local casino. So let's assume that we choose the option of just putting our money in a brokerage and earning a few percent a year. Okay, well, you could argue, why not put your money in the S&P and do absolutely nothing? Don't trade, just leave it there. It makes on average 10 to 13% a year. For me, it's a no-brainer. For me, sitting on the sidelines, waiting for something to happen is a silly idea. In fact, I would say it's rubbish. For me, I want to put the fate of my money in my hands. Putting it in the bank and hoping something's going to happen is ridiculous. The bank is never going to give you a bonus for putting it in the bank. Scrub that one. Sticking it in the a brokerage and earning interest when you finally calculate the tax and the gains and at the end of the day and the inflation built in, does it make you that much money? Well, it makes you some money, but why not just be fully invested? People say to me, yeah, but if you're fully invested, where's your cash going to come from? What do you do if you need some money? Well, assuming you don't earn any money, which is you shouldn't be investing if you don't earn any money, but assume I earn 0. I earn no money whatsoever. I've got no money coming in at all. So all my money's invested. So what am I going to do now? Smart ass, your money's not in the bank. You've got no money. Everybody keeps telling you that you have to have money in the bank. You have to have 6 months worth of money. Everybody tells you that. That's the route to wealth. Have 6 months money sat in the bank earning nothing. What's the point of that? What about if it's in the stock market? Yeah, but it goes down. If it goes down, you've got no money. Then you've got to sell for a loss. Hang on a minute. No, it doesn't. There's a thing called the FIFO rule. First in, first out. So I bought the S&P, for example, 6 months ago. The stocks that I bought 6 months ago are all up 20, 30% at the moment. Assuming we're not going to get a 30% crash on the stock market, I think it's fair to say we're not. Some people will say, oh, yes, we will. The stock market is going to go down 80%. Well, it's never done that in the history of the world. But anyway, whatever. Let's assume that you're right. In fact, let's not assume you're right because that makes no sense. Let's not assume you're right at all, right? I've got 30%. So let's assume right now I need some money. Things aren't going well for me. I'm not earning any money on YouTube. I haven't got any money in the bank. I'm an idiot. I'm fully invested. Damn it. I should have kept my money on the sidelines, sitting there doing nothing, because now I can pay for stuff that I need to buy. Hang on a minute. It's gone up inflation since I wanted to buy it, so my money's got less. Okay. No, I didn't do that. What I did was buy the stock market. I bought the S&P. I'm up 30% on the stocks that I'm about to sell to give me some profit. So let's assume now I need some money. I'm earning no money and I need to get some money out. So I sell a couple of shares of the S&P. Right now, that would give me about $1,000. Thank you very much, $1,000, which is 30% more than I had 6 months ago, thereabouts on my S&P. That's what I had. Okay, so I've made some money. Yes, I'll pay some tax on that, but I've had it now for 6 months. If I wait just another 6 months and get past the first year, my tax will come down considerably. But even if I pay the maximum amount of tax, I've still made more money on those shares compared to if I'd left it in the bank or even if I was earning interest. So my answer to you is, and Warren Buffett is absolutely right, you do not wait for a pullback. You do not wait for a dip. Having your money in the bank is stupid. I'm sorry if that sounds strong, but it is. It's stupid. People who say I've got my money in the bank is stupid. Absolutely stupid. If you've got no income for the next 6 to 12 months, then you need some money in the bank. All right. But if you're like me, you started with a small amount of money and you've invested and you've kept going, you kept going, and you built up a portfolio and you've got stocks in the past that you bought lower, much lower than they are today, you're very, very, very unlikely, in fact, virtually impossible that it's going to run down to less than the value of those. But let's assume it did go all the way down to those levels and you made zero on those. You still got your money back, whereas in the bank, you didn't get sod all. If you were lucky, you earned 0.5%, which is less than inflation, so you've actually lost money. So my argument to you is, if you do the full calculation, if you look at the full story from A to Z, not just A to B, you don't play chess, you don't play checkers, you play chess, you look at it, it always makes sense to be fully invested in good businesses. I wouldn't say be fully invested in FFIE or GameStop. That would probably be a bad idea. But if you've bought the American economy and you own the businesses and you hold, even if you need the money, you're going to have more money than if you had it in the bank or if you'd had it in a high-end interest account. Simple as that. It always, this is not an opinion, this is a fact. It always pays to remain in. So the question was from Smoky Fats, also, you don't have to play. I don't play. This is very, very serious business, even though I laugh and joke about it. That's why I've done my numbers. When I was at college and school, I went all the way in maths and all the rest of it. I understand numbers. That's what I do, even though my main living is an entertainer. I understand numbers very, very well. And for me, it's a no-brainer. It makes no sense sitting out on the sidelines watching. Because remember, at some point, the markets are going to go up again. And you're going to be chasing and trying to finding an entry point. I won't. I'll already be in. It never makes sense to sit on the sidelines. Always makes sense to stay invested. What do you think? Click above my head. Down below in the description, go and check out my previous video I've just made called Inflation Rotation, Buy a Business or a Stock. And I explain the other side of the argument. Rather than being out, what do you buy? Should you buy a stock or a business? That will be here and down below in the description and pinned to the top of the comments. Go and check out that video. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Right. You should only have to pay taxes on the short-term gain if you cash out in your account, right? If the money stays in your account, you're not taxed. No, incorrect. You don't have to pay taxes on your short-term gains if you cash out. No, David Ewan. Right, okay. See, more mistakes being made here. Cash out. Cash out. See? Many of you are going to get this wrong as well. Cash out taxes. 40. That must be 40 minutes. Okay. Another question from a member. You should only have to pay taxes on your short-term gains if you cash out of the account, right? If the money stays in the account, then you're not taxed, right? Wrong. And that's very important to know that. So here we go. This is part of a three-part series. Go and check out the other videos, inflation rotation and or option to follow, should you not even be in the market. I've got two videos just gone out. Go above my head, down there, down below in the description. And if you wait to the end, I'll link it to the end of the video. So I've just had this question from David Ewan. So you don't pay taxes unless you cash out. That is wrong. And so many people do not know that. And it's where ultimately you will lose money. Let me explain. You own a stock in your brokerage account and you are a taxpayer. I don't know your tax situation. I don't know where you live in the world. I've got no idea. But if you are a regular taxpayer and you've got money in your brokerage and you buy Tesla today and you sell Tesla today, but you don't cash out, you don't pay tax? Incorrect. You pay tax because what happens is this. You have a tax entry onto the filings. What that means is you bought with your money in your brokerage, whether it's with margin or cash, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter whether it's options, doesn't matter whether it's a stock, doesn't matter how you bought it. You bought and acquired Tesla. You then sold Tesla, whether it's today, tomorrow, a year, it gets less over time, but nevertheless, that is a tax event. That will be on your brokerage's filings at the end of the year. That entry will be sent to the IRS or the Inland Revenue in the UK. Your brokerage is legally obliged to report your profits. You can't hide it. It happens. That's it. It gets qualified as a tax event. You have sold something. Now, David is saying, well, yeah, but if I don't take the money out, doesn't matter. You've made a profit this year on your account. You don't have to take the money out and put it back in the bank. Taking the money out has no effect whatsoever to your account other than it goes down. Doesn't do anything. It's no tax event. But if you sell a stock, it is a tax event. There is a slight difference to that. If you are buying a stock on your Roth, your IRA, traditional or ISA, individual savings account in the UK, and you sell there, there's no tax to pay because you're using a tax-exempt account. That's the purpose of an IRA. However, if you then remove your money, it's slightly different with an IRA. If you remove the money from the brokerage, take it out of your IRA, put it in your bank, do what you want with it, whatever you want, you remove it. If you've done it within a certain period, you will end up having to pay back the match that you may have got from your IRA. If they gave you a match, like Robinhood gives you a 3% match, you have to keep it for a number of years. It's an incentive to keep it. If you take it out, and I can sell my IRA right now and I can pay no tax on my gains, that's great. However, if I then remove the money, I will pay tax because the IRA was set up to hold for a long time. And you can read the small print, how many years and yada, yada, yada. And remember, the stocks that you sell are the ones you bought first, the FIFO rule, first in, first out. So if I bought a stock 5 years ago, that's the one I'm selling. And that might be outside of your tax bracket now. You need your tax time limit. You need to go and check that, the small print, and everyone's different, right? But essentially, that's what happens. If you sell on your IRA, you pay no tax. But when you remove it, you won't pay tax if you've waited the right period, and you won't pay back the match if you've waited the right period. But if you do it early, you'll pay a penalty. The purpose of an IRA is to leave it there long term. But you can sell, you can get out, but you won't pay tax, but you will if you leave. But a brokerage account, a main account, if you sell a stock, you absolutely will pay tax. Now, how does that work? It works like this. At the end of the year, your brokerage, whether you do it or not, whether you're a lazy ass or not, doesn't matter. The brokerage will report to the IRS in the US, the Inland Revenue in the UK, and say, Binky Bonk, Martyn Lucas earned $100 this year because realized gains is what it's about. They don't care I've got $104,000 in my portfolio. No one cares. They do care, however, about my interest that I earn. When they do care about my matches. They are gains. So I pay tax, but I keep it below my tax limit, so I don't pay any tax, right? That's why I'm not selling. But if you do sell a stock on a brokerage, even if you leave it in there, you will pay tax on it. So that goes back to my first 2 videos about should you be out of the market. Never be out of the market. And should I sell great businesses to buy rubbish and then sell it and buy back in? Shouldn't do that either. That's not to say it's wrong. If you want the full argument, go and check out those 2 videos I just recorded. Follow, should I need to play? Should I be out of the market? Up there and down there. And also, the other one was inflation rotation, buy a business or a stock. Well, you'll get what I mean about that as well. So above there, down there, in the description, and pinned to the comments. And over here, I'll put the 2 videos. So there's a whole series there. Hopefully you'll go and watch those later. Of course, those watching live will go, just seen it, can't be bothered. Anyway, till next time, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Does that answer your question? Plus cash out. This is going to be quite difficult for me to work out here. Right. During the making of this video, I also had another question. Someone saying, hey, hang on a minute. What if I sell a stock and I sell it? Will I pay taxes if I leave it in my brokerage account? Well, I've done a full video explaining that. Make sure you go and watch that. It's part of a 3-part series. There are 3 videos. Each of these I'll put at the end of the video. And now on with this video. Okay. Yes, on or off. Good morning, Martin and members. Good morning. Thanks, mate. You're welcome. Great video for a non-member, but maybe now he'll become one. I hope so. I hope so. Good morning. Hey, Stacy, 15 minutes ago. Good morning. Good morning. You will lose 100% of the things you don't play. You will lose 100% of the things you don't play. I'm trying to work that out. What does that mean? You will lose 100% of the things you don't play. I think I get it. Good morning, Stacey. Hey, Martin, check out my new badge. Got a 1-month badge today. David Ewan. David Ewan. Yes, you have 1-month badge. We've got a lot of 1-month members today. Fantastic. Really, really great. Thank you. We've got 98% of our live viewers are members, the highest engagement rate of any channel on YouTube, more than Mr. Beast. I love it. 98% of our viewers are members. It's fantastic. Good morning, Stacey. Good morning. Good morning. Go DB. Congratulations, David. Hi, Hustle Brothers and everyone else. I have a rule. Lilo, not the water inflatable. Last in, last out. Hard mistakes. Yes, I have a rule. Last in, last out. No, not the water inflatable. Bloody hell, Team Fusion. I'm loving it. Did you hear what I said this morning about your J&J? Martin, what is this? J&J news about bankruptcy and baby powder. Oh, dear, oh, dear. No, 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 no. J&J is not going bankrupt. Why do so many retail investors think J&J is going bankrupt? It's a section. They've sectioned off part of the business to claim bankruptcy on those claims. It's very, very much more complicated than that. J&J is absolutely 100 million% not going bankrupt. I've made a video on that. Go and search it. I can't focus on that right now. If you remember, I would make a video on it, but I haven't got time to make a video on that right now. Go and type in Martyn Lucas Investor into YouTube, J&J stock, and I'll show you all my J&J videos. Stock market is just manipulated. Anymore. Do you mean anyway? Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. I hope Zach say it's going to phone in 35 minutes. 360 billion. I can't see them going bankrupt. No, J&J is absolutely 100% not going bankrupt. People keep reading this going, oh, it's bankrupt. No, it's not. It's a legal term. It's a section of their business for the bankruptcy section for the J&J talcum powder litigation. It's a legal requirement. It's got nothing to do with the business. Well, it has, but you know what I mean? The business is not going bankrupt. So many retail investors send me messages like that all the time. Why do you keep banging on about J&J? It's one of the greatest businesses of all time. God. They'll go out and buy Virgin Galactic, and that's okay. But J&J, rubbish. Oh my God. See their balance sheet. See how much money they got in the bank. Oh, look, hang on a minute. I can't be doing it. I have to answer these questions when it's like this. J&J, look, come on. Right. Let me show you J&J's business. How many of you read the balance sheet? 85% don't. Well, that's a mistake. Right. Look at this. For the very first time, J&J, fairly valued. Fairly valued. It's a fair value for right now. Once litigation, we always see undervalued, overvalued. We've got fairly valued right now. Undervalued by 28%. Once, I'm telling you what, you do your numbers, once the litigation is clear, you've got a $200 stock. Right. Revenue, 86 billion consistently. It's not up and down like a yo-yo. It's a consistent, solid business. Operating income. It's all about the cash flow. 25 billion. Operating cash flow. Consistent, reliable. 23.2 billion. What about assets? 172 billion in assets. Cash, 26.2 billion. Right, liabilities. If we look at the liabilities, long-term debt, 25 billion. 25 billion. It can pay its debts and its liabilities off tomorrow. 26 billion. There you go. Does this look like a business that's going to go bankrupt to you? But hang on, let's carry on. 70% margin, gross margin, net margin, 44%. By far the best biopharmaceutical stock in the world. Let's look at profitability. 71% profitability for this sector is outstanding. 63% solvency. It's not bright green because they hold debt, but it's not going bankrupt. That is there. The cash is there. The debt is there as a litigation part of their process. They're holding it. They could pay it off tomorrow. They choose not to. They're not stupid, all right? They could pay off their debt tomorrow and they'd have 100% solvency score. In fact, they wouldn't. No one ever does. But anyway, there you go. If we look at the Wall Street targets, you've got a 10% upside. This is over the next 12 months. We are talking litigation over the next 5 to 10 years. Okay? J&J on the upside, on the best case scenario, 41%. Now, bearing in mind, you might go, well, 41% isn't like my Binky Bonk coin, or isn't like my, rattling around rubbishy little business. They're predicting 10 gazillion percent. The difference is your Binky Bonk or your little company with no balance sheet and no money and all the rest of it isn't a great business, and it can go to zero. This does 41% reliably with a great dividend, and it will continue to grow and continue to do this year in and year out. It's got the classification of a dividend king, which means it's paid increasing dividends over 50 years. And if you think for a moment that, well, it's rubbish, it's going bankrupt, somebody will be shorting the stock. Because everybody's shorting FFIE, everybody's shorting GameStop. Yeah, because they're rubbish. Let's see how many people are betting against J&J. Let's see how many people think that J&J is going bankrupt. Not even 1% short. 0.88. I think we can pretty much say zero. Zero short interest. Nobody thinks it's going down. Who the hell is going to bet against a conglomerate giant, the biggest pharmaceutical business in the world, right? Nobody. And on top of all of that, if that wasn't enough to convince you that J&J is a great business, it's also classified as a defensive stock. So if we have turmoil in tech, all those billions and trillions of dollars of money that if it came out of tech, where do you think it's going to go? It's going to go into J&J, because the last few days we saw the Russell grow, we saw some of the rubbishy companies grow, but we also saw J&J grow, because people with real money, and I'm not on about retail investors, not me, not you, real money, are not going to dump Google, Microsoft, any of the top, Walmart, Tesla, I mean, you name it, right? They're not going to all dump that and all buy the $1 million business on the Russell. They ain't. The retail investors will, because they think, oh, I can get rich in 5 minutes. The big money will go straight into healthcare, not just J&J, things like Pfizer. Pfizer is another great one, right? But I like J&J because it's downward pressure because of the litigation. Pfizer doesn't have that, and so J&J will, once it comes through that, it's going to do great. So there you go. I hope that explains a little bit about that. I'm sure Team Fusion will appreciate that. He's into J&J. Anyway, under 32,000 people employed. If J&J went bankrupt, both accounts are brokerage account. One is a traditional IRA and the other is a Roth. Both accounts are brokerage account. Whoa, David Ewan, you are confused here. Both accounts are brokerage account. One is an IRA and one is a Roth IRA. That is not your brokerage account. Your IRA, whether it's traditional or Roth, is your tax-exempt account. That is your IRA in two different forms, Roth and traditional. I don't know why you've got a traditional and a Roth. That doesn't really make any sense to me. You need to speak to your accountant and CPA. I was advised to choose a Roth because I am self-employed. I'm employed. I employ myself. I'm a S corp. I'm a corporation. I'm a limited company. I employ myself. Martyn Lucas LLC employs Martyn Lucas, me. So I am advised to use a Roth. Don't see a point in having a Roth and a traditional. You can't have double the allocation. You just have half in each. There's no real point. You should have, just depending on your classification. But they are not your brokerage accounts. This is my brokerage account. That is my Roth. That is my tax-exempt account. That is my brokerage account. I can't imagine that you've got a brokerage where, and I mean Robinhood, Schwab, eTORO, whoever you use to access the stock market. I can't imagine that you've got no money in the main account at all, and all your money in your IRA, in your IRAs, because you can't add any more money. You can only add $7,000 to $8,000, depending on where you are, $8,000 a year. I think $10,000 in ISA in England, whatever, a year. You can't add any more. I'm maxed out. I can't add any more. If I go to my IRA, you will see my contributions. I'm maxed out. That's why I'm not doing anything in here. I can't add any more money until January the 1st, whereas I can add money forever in my main brokerage account. So I think you're getting confused there. Yes, the tax money is coming. That was a great explanation. Thank you. Congratulations, David, on your first month. Can't win if you don't play. Thanks, family. You got it, Smokey. David was clearly never seen war games. The only way to win is not to play. Yeah. Relates to NFTs more than stocks, though. You can time the market just to have to. You can time the market. Just have to research and pay attention for years. I've just done it. Just reconsider. You can time the market. No, you can't. You absolutely cannot time the market. No investor, no trader, no hedge fund, me, Warren Buffett, Jimmy Buffett, no one has ever been able to time the market. So if you are the first person that's been able to do it, congratulations. But no, that sounds like gambling to me. You can't time the market. It's impossible. You don't know what's going to happen. It's impossible. I don't agree. Wish the kids luck. Wish them luck. I wish them luck. Absolutely. Is holding into a company like Plug 20 years a good plan for a? Am I thinking crazy? Well, I don't know about that 20 years. I can't see that far ahead. Just watch the charts and news on J&J. You should have done your due diligence and seen it would go lower in the near future. No, you've been listening to Jim Cramer. You've been listening to Jim Cramer, who influences everybody and then buys it back. That's rubbish. Boya, he says. I'm so confused then. Adriana, my traditional was all rollover and 401k. Started with a Roth this year with Fidelity. Yes, that's your tax-free. Please don't be confused. And if you are confused, phone into the show and I'll explain it to you personally. Right. David, what state are you in? I will be legally financial advisor. I will legally be a financial advisor by January, but I can't help with financial advice until then. You will legally be a financial advisor, Stacey Bailey. Have we got our own financial advisor on the show? How cool would that be? There you go. Really? We're going to have our own financial advisor on the show? You have to come to work for me then. Right. 5, 4, 3, 5. Oh, that's rubbish. Here we go. We're off to the races. Here is my portfolio. Stacey Bailey is becoming a financial advisor. How about that? Imagine that. Imagine that. We'll have our own professional financial advisor on the show. Hey, look at that. Meet Kevin. Eat your heart out, mate. What do you what do you say to that? What do you say to that? All right. My main portfolio is up at the moment. 103,842. Let's see where we go today. Are we going to be up? Are we going to be down? Where are we going today? Let's go for all our live position. We're not doing the news this morning. I can't be bothered. It's Friday phone-in. There we go. Virgin Galactic up 2.75. Very nice indeed. Good luck to them. Palantir is up. Very happy for the Zap to see that. Gold going up. The S&P going up. Amazon coming back up now. Lovely. Apple going up. Up 0.53. Next year Energy back up again from its sell-off yesterday. Enphase Energy just trimming off slightly. Coca-Cola defensive stock going up. J&J coming back up again, just down slightly but coming back up again. Chevron is just down slightly. Tesla trimming off now, down 0.19, and it's bouncing back now though. Rivian is going up. Everything's moving, trending up right now. McDonald's is up today, 0.66. Google is trimming down. What a great opportunity Google is. If we refresh the screen, one of the best value stocks you can buy right now. If we look at it, 24 times earnings. Very, 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 very tempting to buy some Google. But it's a big part of the S&P. That's why I bought it. Microsoft going down. We've got the earnings coming up. That's all there is. Nvidia, 2.88. Awesome stuff. I think we're going to get a good earnings on Nvidia and surprise the hell out of everyone. Walmart up today, just pulling back slightly. Tilray Brands is barcoding at 1.44. Robinhood is up today, just pulling back. IonQ is up a little bit, pulling back. Rocket Lab is also up 1.9 today. Plug is up 3.2. Very nice indeed. Next earnings will be very, very interesting. Rumble up 0.276. Good stuff. Funware is up 0.48. Asti 8 cents now, up 0.8, up 0.9. Let's keep an eye on Rumble. Nice big audience on Rumble. Come and say hello if you're in the Rumble chat. FFIE, rubbish, absolute rubbish. Why anyone would buy this now, I don't know. Now 35 cents, no value here whatsoever. If we look at the market cap of FFIE, look at the balance sheet, there's no value at all. You're buying a bag of bricks. That's all you're buying. A bag of bricks. What is the market cap of this company right now? The market cap is 158 million for all its cars and factories and God knows what else. Rubbish. Bitcoin up 0.57. XRP is down 1.4. I'm glad I'm out of all of that. Faraday Future, we just looked at that again. So there we go. There is the stock race this morning. Let me read the comments. I'm going to be chartered accountant by January. Oh my God. This show, we have our own accountant. We have our own financial advisor. Ooh. I'm excited. I would like to make partnerships with Rob Brennan and Stacey Bailey. Can you imagine? Sensei does our charts for technicals. Rob Brennan is an accountant. Stacey Bailey is a financial advisor. Ooh, does that make our channel the best channel in the world? I tell you what, it does. I want to help people cut. Lots of people get screwed by fees and their investors just not moving their money properly. And it's sad because all they care about is their own money, not the clients. That is true. Sent you a private message on Discord, Martin, with pictures of my accounts. David, I want to be at, no one gets left behind on this show. You've said you're confused. There should be no reason at all that you are confused. Whatever company you use to trade the stock market, that's called a brokerage, right? Your main trading account, in that account, it's called your brokerage account. In your brokerage is your trading account. That's where you pay taxes for everything that you do. You can then open an IRA, and you've got two forms of it in the US, Roth or traditional. You can open an IRA in your brokerage with your Robinhood, with your Fidelity. I believe you said you have Fidelity. Okay? You can transfer one in, because remember, you're only allowed so much a year. So you may have an IRA or 401k with somebody else, and you transfer in for all kinds of reasons. You might get a match, you might get an incentive, whatever. But you can transfer it in. So you've got your IRA, Roth or traditional, 401k, whatever. You've got your IRA. That is separate to your regular brokerage account, because your IRA has a limit how much money you can put in it. Whereas your regular account, what I'm showing you now, is linked to my bank. I can put a gazillion, bazillion money in there. But what I trade on there, every time I buy and sell, is tax. It's a tax event, right? Okay. So hopefully you are not confused. You have opened, and you have, whether you transferred it in or opened it up individually, you have two IRAs, a traditional and a Roth. You may have transferred one in, transferred them both in, I don't know. But collectively, you're only allowed so much a year. So I could have half in my Roth and I could have half in my traditional IRA. That's separate to my brokerage account, the main account. Hopefully now you're not confused. But if you only have those two and you don't have a main account, I don't know why, but if you do only have those, and when you sell, you don't pay tax, you were right. But if you do remove it, if you've done it in a short period of time, then you may pay a penalty. You may have to return you don't return it, they just take it from you, right? The match and so on and so forth. But if you leave it past a certain period of time, every account's different, 5 years, whatever it might be, then you're going to be fine. All right, that's what the purpose of it was. I hope that explains it. Was I right to buy the market, or was I right? Let's see if this continues. I am going to launch my own accountant firm, so likely I'll become a sponsor member. Rob Brennan, seriously? You're an accountant on our show? Can you imagine? Everybody would want to use your services, because you remember, we support the members. Being a sponsor of our channel and you are an accountant, my God, how cool would that be? We could have live phone-ins from accountants. We could accountant Rob Brennan. We could have live phone-ins from Stacey Bailey, a financial advisor. Bloody hell. Bloomberg, CNBC got nothing on this. I'm loving it. Me too. Not an advisor yet. Yeah. That'd be awesome. This is looking good. If that's two financial advisors now, I know. This is looking good. This is looking good. Good afternoon, all from the sunny England. My investments in 212 are stocks, ISA. There we go. That's right. Okay, I think I'm not paying taxes until I pull money out. Okay, I think I'm not paying taxes. That's correct. And you won't pay taxes if you do it correctly either. You can transfer an IRA, and look, we got financial advisors here, we got accountants here. we'll talk about, there's lots to discuss. There's lots of legal stuff we need to cover if we're going to go down that road. But anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, you can move to a trust, and there's all sorts of ways. You need to talk to your CPA, you need to talk to your accountant. I could have a live snake calling. You could, or we could just like block you and ban you from the show. We could do that, which we probably will. Right? Let's get excited. Let me make an excited video. Cash out taxes, 40 minutes. We got the Friday phone in a minute. Right, what's the time? This is very, very exciting. Very, very exciting. So, 1 hour 9. What a time to be alive. I know. Can you believe it? I'm going to make a video. I'm excited. This is my video. I'm excited. You ready? I'm excited. Okay. I'm excited. What a time to be alive. Yes, I've had lots of videos just go out explaining why I went all in on margin, why I'm all in, and I explained the whole thing. But that's not why I'm excited. I'm excited because I started this YouTube channel 3 years ago, and I want it to be the best channel in the world. Better than Bloomberg, CNBC, Meet Kevin, BitBoy, anybody you like. Well, guess what? I just found out in my family of members here today, in the chat, people that have been supporting the show since the very, very beginning, loving the family, loving the channel, members the entire time, all that kind of stuff. Guess what? Well, as you know, we partnered with Sensei. Sensei does all our charts and crypto. He's great at that, and he's consistently accurate as well. We love Sensei. Well, guess what else I just discovered? We've got 2 more members in my channel. One is about to become an accountant. How about that? Congratulations to him. And another is about to become a financial advisor. How about that? These are regular people who phone in the show, call up, join us every day. So we're on a journey here. We already have 98% of our live viewers are members, more than any other channel in the world, including Mr. Beast. I'm so, so proud of that. And the members that we have are the best. We have members that watch us all day, every day. I'm live 12 hours a day. And now we have one member who's about to become a financial advisor, one member who's about to become an accountant. Can you imagine where we're going with this show? I am very, very excited. It's always good to be excited. It's always good to be alive. I just did 3 videos. 1, should I cash out and pay my taxes? 1, should I be out in the market and sit it out and kind of just sit and wait and see? And also, should you buy a business or a stock? It's very, very different. 3 videos. Go and check them out. Up here, down here, over here, and over here. Everywhere. Go and check it out. Be excited. Love life. Love to work. Never give up. And stay involved. Make friends. And you never know who your next friend's going to be. This is great. I'm loving it. Oh, I nearly forgot. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. I love it. I'm loving this. Call in David. Me too. Not an advisor. Not an advisor yet. This is looking too good. John Major's going, John Major, you need to be a member right now. You need to be one of the original members. Otherwise, it won't be as good for you. You want to be a member right now. What happened there? Why didn't that work? That normally works. Why did that not work? Okay. I'll fix that later. Damn it. Oh well. My investments in my trading 212 are my stocks. Yes, we answered that. Thanks for another day when Stacey becomes, yeah, that's for another day when Stacey becomes a financial advisor. Yeah, what a time to be alive at Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm not home. Otherwise, I could call in. I introduce you to my snake, Mike. Has anyone heard from Bill? No, no, not today. No one answered. Yes, I've not heard from today. Tusha Patel, how are you, Tusha Patel? The Pointer Sisters, I'm so excited. Is John Major in T121? I've seen that name in there. I hope Bill's okay. Sending love his way. Yes, of course we all do. Absolutely right. I hope we hear from him. That would be great. Okay. Now then, the Friday phone-in's coming up in a minute. We've got the concert as well tonight. Now then, I've just put out some videos. Very, very sad. I am sad. I put a lot of effort into this, and most of you, nearly all of you, I know it was early this morning. I know it was late last night, but there's no excuse. I worked hard, providing great content without any nonsense, and I gave you the information. And you just not watched it. I don't know why I bother sometimes. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I put out a Google time. 24 views. What the bloody hell's all that about? I did a mini analysis on Google and why I think it's right to buy Google. Can you please go and watch Google, please? I don't know why not. Skechers earnings. What is going on with this? 39. You need to watch the sketches. You'll have learned why I bought today about the economy. Thomas Lee. Do you agree? Interview with Thomas Lee. My reaction video. Have you checked that out? If you've not got a red line underneath it, you haven't watched it. I'm the biggest loser on TikTok. It's official. Yep. I made a video. Oh, hello. Swangan77. Are you Swangan77 from Norway who joins my music channel? Hang on a minute, folks. Hang on a minute. Let me come back out of that. I've got a thing here. Swangan77 from Norway's popped in. Let me go to TikTok. Here we go. Look at this. Let me come out. Let me get this. Skip the ad. You always get an ad when you come on in, don't you? I don't know why I'm complaining about ads. I love ads. Ads are great. Everyone should watch more ads. Yeah, everyone should watch more ads. Here we go. Swangan, happy Friday. Happy Friday. You're on the screen now. I want to share the world with you. You're going to be on here. Just look up here. Swangan sent me a rose as well, XRP. If you want to know about XRP, join Sensei on Sunday on our main YouTube channel, and he will cover the crypto for you and answer all of your questions. But there is Swangan77 is now my #1 gifter for the day. If everybody on TikTok would tap the screen like that with 2 fingers, we try to get to 10,000 likes, which you can do if everyone does it like that. And then TikTok promote it out to more people. All right. Anyway, Swangan, are you the Swangan from Norway who joins me on the music channel on a Friday? Anyway, come back to me. Love to hear from you. Let me come back to my main account. So, yes, I'm the biggest loser on TikTok. It's a 58-second video. Go and check it out. It's official. All right. Why is the stocks going down? Now, this is important. Stacey Bailey. This is all about Stacey Bailey right now. Members only video. Only the members can see this. If you're not a member, you won't see it and you won't have a chance to see it. This video here, we are doing a special, well, Stacey is. I'm helping Stacey out, having a bit of fun here, promoting a t-shirt, right, that she wants to do. Get to the chopper and put everyone's name on it. I'm not going to tell you much about it, but I am going to give you the link here to this video. All right, there's part 1. There's part 1. And there's part 2. This deal, this opportunity ends when the concert on the music channel starts tonight, because I'll be giving Stacey the names of the people that have taken part in this. If you want your name on the Get to the Chopper t-shirt that Stacey's making, you got to do a super chat. You do a super chat, your name will go on it. She's going to make it. You can get one. I'm going to wear it. I'm going to wear it on the music channel. We're going to have a lot of fun. Hey, my name is on the video preview. Hey, my name is on the video preview. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Look, David Ewan. Yes, it is. I thought it was a highlight. I put it as a thumbnail. So there you go. Go and check that out. And the Tom Lee interview, if you don't watch that, I don't know what you're doing. You're missing everything. You're missing everything that's important. All right, there you go. I've done all that. Okay, so let's carry on. What have we got now? We got the Friday phone in 10 minutes. Let me come back. Hello, family, says Zach. Oh, Tim Rogers. Tim Rogers. You didn't watch the video. You've not paid attention. You've not paid attention. You're supposed to put Get to the Chopper. I don't know what that super chat's for. Right. And basically the way it works is the higher you tip, the higher up you are on the list. All right. So I'm Tim Rogers. Can you confirm that was for your name on the shirt? Was that right? That takes it to 7. That puts Tim. Can you just confirm that, Tim? Tim Rogers. Okay. And Zach Zate. Goes there just after DJ Hayes, Zach Zate. There you go. All right, there we go.
Tim Rogers donated $2 through a super chat.
That is so funny. It will be the highest watched video. Which video is that? Which video is that? The highest watched video. Well, you know how you can fix that, right? I'm going to show you now. If no one knows how to do this, Stacey Bailey, if you want to make your video go viral, shall I tell you a secret? Do you want to know how you do it? Watch. This is how you can make it.
Zach Zite donated $5 through a super chat. I want my name on the shirt.
See, that's what you're supposed to do, Tim Rogers. Tim is multitasking. Right, this is what you do. Oh, hang on. No, Zach. I want my... no, Zach. I want my name in a... Right, TJ Molden goes second from the top now. So, let me do this now. You need to go and watch the video to understand what we're doing, why we're doing this, why you're paying super chats, what the point of it is. You need to go and watch the video to explain what this is all about. Okay? Right. TJ MA. Have you all watched the video? If you don't watch the video, you don't know what you're bidding for. You don't know what you're doing. So don't just do it blindly. You need to know what you're doing. MAULDEN. Got to make sure I get this right. DIN. Oh, Jay Long wants to be moved up. Right, Jay Long. Yes.
TJ Molden donated $9.99 through a super chat. No, Zach, I want my name in a shirt.
Okay, Tim Rogers has just moved up. Just reorganizing these names. Okay. Martin's going to need a two. Make him a baseball cap as well. No. This is just a t-shirt. We're not starting there's a whole campaign going on here. Right. We're just doing a t-shirt. I have to be clear about what we're doing here because I have sponsors to the channel who pay to sponsor the channel, okay? So you have to understand what we're doing. You've got to go and watch the video to explain what we're doing. We're not starting a whole business. That's not what we're doing. We're having a bit of fun with one t-shirt. Remember, I have my own merchandise shop, okay? We're not creating lots of shops and everything else. We're having fun for this t-shirt, all right? For Stacy. Please understand what's going on.
J Long donated $4.99 through a super chat. Get to the chopper.
Put my money towards Zach. I'm just supporting it. Well, your name's on. Right. Well, you put money in, so your name's on the ticket now. Right. Yes, it is. It is. Let me explain. Well, I don't want to spend too much time on it.
Tim Rogers donated $5 through a super chat. Yes. Shirt.
Yes. As Stacey Bailey says here, please, you need to go and watch the video to explain what we're doing here. It was an idea that James had, and all we've done is run with it and make it silly and go ridiculous with it, okay? You need to understand what is going on. On that note, and it's important to do our daily thing, we are sponsored by Charlotte May Weddings. We don't take money and sponsor money from anyone. We only do it from our members. So what I'm asking you today, you haven't got to buy anything. You haven't got to do anything, but help our family members out. I have corporations and businesses want to sponsor my channel all the time. I say no, who offer me 10 times, 100 times as much as the $99 I charge for a member to be a sponsor. I don't do it. We're not a sponsored channel. We're sponsored by members. We're helping our family out at $99. That's all. So what I ask you to do is this. There is Charlotte May Weddings, one of our sponsors here on the show. What I'm asking you to do is not buy anything, get married, run off and marry someone down the road. Just click right now on their website and come straight back. Just click on it. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get their website to rank the #1 wedding site in the world. And when you have people all around the world clicking on your website every time I mention it, they're going to rank up because Google are going to go, flipping heck, people are going to this site all around the world all of a sudden. What is going on? So it's very, very important to help our family out, because at some point, what you might have something that you want to promote, and we'll do the same for you. So there you go. There is Charlotte May Weddings. Click on the website, come straight back. If everyone clicks on it, I'm really excited to find out when our sponsor says, you guess what? We are now ranking on the first page for weddings on YouTube. We're getting so many inquiries. It's ridiculous. I can't keep up with it. All right. And that's when I'll say, yeah, you basically give me a $10,000 super chat then. Say thank you. You know, that's what I'll say at that point. But until that point, I'll say nothing. I'll say nothing about it. I'll just get on with it. Right? There you go. Thank you very much, guys. Yes, stole it all. Just kidding. We are. Yes, exactly. You can put my name on the t-shirt where the heart is. There. I love it. I'm at the top. Am I at the top yet? Am I at the top? Yes, you are, Jay Long. You are at the top. Yes, you are. It's basically for the music channel, but if you can make $99, technically it's a month's. Exactly. It doesn't quite work like that, Stacey, because there's deductions from super chats and tax. It doesn't quite work that way, but it doesn't matter. We're just doing it for fun, right? We're just doing it for fun. Stacey clicked on it. DJ Hayes clicked on it. Clicked 5 times. Well, might as well, right? Oh, Simon Meadows. Simon Meadows. I've been looking for you. Simon Meadows. You've been very, very quiet. Are you in trouble? Yes, you are. You are in trouble, Simon Meadows. Do you know why you are in trouble, Simon Meadows? Right. Is this you? You are a member of our channel. You have set up Discord, haven't you? But you can't see anything because I've not upgraded you. So why didn't you tell me in the chat, I am on Discord? I've been waiting to see you. And here you are. I didn't do it, Martyn. You didn't do it? Aha. Now this is where someone is pretending to be you then. Okay. So is this you? Are you telling me, this is what I mean, guys, this is why we do it manually. Simon Meadows, are you not, is that not you on Discord? Simon Meadows _10077. Is that you? That is you, isn't it? Let me just double check. Always in trouble. Zach clicked on it. So now Charlotte May Weddings has a click in Uganda, Africa. Look at that. It's going to be it's going to be the #1 wedding website in the world. I love it. I love it. Oh, new member.
Andrew Barrell has become a member.
This is me. Sorry, don't joke with me. This is serious. I was about to ban you then and send you off to jail. You were about to be banned. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Right, Simon Meadows, I am now then going to upgrade you because you got to tell me you've done this because you don't get a role. You don't see anything. Right, you are now a member. You can now talk to Sensei. You can talk to Ed Nevius about scalp trading. You can contribute to things sent into the show. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Right. Now then, you can now, Simon, can you do this now? Because I've been chasing you for 2 days. Basically, well, you're out and about enjoying your life. I'm sitting here in my studio, stressed out, going, when's Simon Meadows going to come in? It's driving me up the bloody wall here. So Simon Meadows, send me a friend request now, because you will be sent friend requests by fake Martyn Lucases. You don't want that. So send me a friend request now. My name is, let me just put it on the screen. That's not working today. I don't know what's going on there. Obviously, my name is... Your name is Martyn Lucas, okay? There is my name, spelt correctly. If you send me a friend request right now, I will accept it, and then you'll be in. All right? So let me see if I got here. David G. David Ewan. Thank you very much indeed. Why do they brokerage there? Why do they brokerage there? I think I've explained it now, haven't I? I'm sure you must. I'm sure I've explained it now. So if you send me a friend request, I will accept it right now. If you could do it right now, just for my OCD, because the stress levels are just doing my head in. You're doing my head in. Simon Meadows, you are causing me stress. You're causing marital problems. Me and Leah have started arguing. We never argue. Now we're arguing every day because of the stress levels I'm getting over your membership. All right. Here we go. Rotation back. $104,495. I'm up to date. Nearly 2%. 1.73. $1,300 on my main account. And wow, that's $1,500 today. I'm up. Right, let's have a look. I've been watching for almost 2 years. Andrew Barrell. Via Discord, Martyn, the friend request. Oh my God, I feel awful. Yes, via Discord, Martyn. Go to Discord, send me a friend request, Martyn Lucas. Spell it correctly. It's to protect your account from other people pretending to be me. Where do I send the friend request from? Well, don't worry. If you don't know how to do it, you'll work it out. You'll work it out. It's too hard to explain it. When I see it appear, I'll accept it. All right, I'll accept it. And if you go into Discord and chat and ask the family, people will help you out. They'll tell you what to do. They'll help you. All right? Okay. Now then, can we all please welcome... God, making money, look. Making money. See, all my videos that are going to come out today all make sense now, doesn't it? All makes sense now, doesn't it? Can we all welcome in Andrew Barrell? He's been watching for 2 years. Where are you from, Andrew? What part of the world and what language do you speak? Can we copy and paste? You know what I'm going to do now? I want to make someone happy, right? I want to make someone feel important. They're not really important. I'm most important, right? But what we're going to do, we're going to pretend they're important. So for a minute, this person is going to feel important. That makes them feel good. You get sort of adrenaline and dopamine? I don't know. Chemicals go around your body when you feel good. So we're going to make this person feel good. They're not really important, but we're going to make them feel important for like a minute. So you ready? You ready? Copy and paste. Copy and paste. Hang on, I can't write it in. Hang on, welcome. Where's it gone? Andrew. Welcome, Andrew. Copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. You get the idea, right? Okay, you got the idea. Andrew is from Wales. Hey, is Pippa watching? We've got, she's from Wales. We got Pippa from Wales on TikTok. Have we got Wales in our countries? Is Wales in our country? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. There you go. There you go. Bugger me. What's happened here? I want to send you all the links and I can't do it. So what you need to do... hang on a minute. Here's the how and the why video. Hang on a minute. You've been watching for 2 years. You probably know everything anyway, right? You probably know everything anyway, don't you? Don't you know everything? If you've been watching for 2 bloody years. Configure Stream Deck. I've got an issue here. Latest. Hope this doesn't mess everything up. Bugger me, why won't this work? Just bear with me a second, I'm trying to fix something. Why isn't this working? I'm trying to send... I wonder if I have to exit this. Just bear with me. I've got a little technical issue here. I'm trying to send our new member all the links, and for some reason... Figure Stream Deck. Okay. I've got to fix this because I can't control anything. Just bear with me a second. Got the Friday phone in a minute. Just give me a minute. So if you can get ready to call in now. Bugger. Why won't that work? Accounts. Just trying to reassign this so this works. So I can... Still won't work. Okay, it's taken too long, so I'll have to do it when I'm off air. I was hoping to better fix it because it's... I want to send all the links and I can't for some strange reason. Ah! There we go. So it's just that one. Okay, now we're getting it. Delete that. Okay, let's see if it works. Yeah, there's the, yes, I think I fixed it. Don't know how I fixed it. I do sort of, but not exactly. Got a friend request. Got a friend request from Simon Meadows. Yeah, I accept that. There you go. Accepted. And you get the, if you watch the video, you'll know you get a comment. So you know it's me. All done. You are done. Excellent. That's good. Oh, I can sleep at night now. Me and Leah can stop arguing. I'm only joking. What's this one do? Let's get rid of that. So let me check these are all working. Alpha spread. There you go. If you want alpha spread, you now get that. The music channel. Join me tomorrow night and you'll get the music. You get a free song. If you want to become a member, let's make sure those two work. Yep, there's the membership link. There's Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram, there's Facebook. Was going to send some emergency digestive to say so. Do that anyway. Do that anyway. I mean, what's stopping you? Facebook. There's Rumble. I'm just checking all my links are working now. There's Rumble. There you go. There is... there's the shop. I'm just going for all the links to make sure they work. That's all. X. There's the all links button so you can get the newsletter. So if you want the newsletter for the birthday card, Christmas card, there's the extra channel. If you join the extra channel now, it's only 99 cents. Yeah, I tell you what, as an apology for stressing me out, join the extra channel, 99 cents, so you can chat to the family 12 hours a day and annoy everybody else. All right. There's the founder link to for X if you're a 2-year badge. Right. There is the Discord. That's now working. So we've taken care of that. And now if I go to the extra channel, these should be working. Let me check. Main. So the extra channel's not working. Right. Okay. So now I need to add those. All right. I'm there now. So just bear with me. Devices, accounts, add, YouTube, extra, continue, allow. Okay. Isn't it amazing how all this works, really? When you think about it. Has everybody stopped watching? I bet a lot of people are going, he's just messing around. But I've got to fix things sometimes. When you're live all the time, sometimes you've got to fix things. Yes, there it is. Yep. The main, alpha spread, music, Discord, X, all links, and Facebook. That's all working. Right, we're up and running now. I fixed it all, see? Okay. Thank you for understanding when I did all that. Sorry for all the links and stuff. Right, few minutes going. Right, it's Friday phone-in. It's that time of the week once again. Would you like to phone in today and be part of the show? Call in. So we're up 0.84 on the S&P, and I'm up 1.38. So you can see nearly double beating the market. So we're still down on the week, though. That big drop. That's where I bought on the way down. That's the point. Still got $2,000 to make back. We've still got $1,000. Here we go. Zach Fight Channel is calling in. Here we go. The man's here. I'm loving it. Let me stick him in there a minute. Guess one. And let's put his name on the screen. Let's go back to here a minute, and let's bring in our first guest. It is the Friday phone-in live on the show. I know Fight Channel is excited because he's been buying the dips. He's loving it. Hey, there he is. How are you, Fight? You've been buying the dips, haven't you, mate?
Good.
You've been buying the dips, haven't you, mate?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How's it feel
Taking
today?
profit on my traditional and Roth IRA.
Yeah, it feels good today, doesn't it?
So, yeah, I was down big time yesterday.
Yeah, weren't we all? But you're not losing money unless you sell. Oh, we got Zach Zate calling in as well. It's going to be a busy one. This one, I'm going to have to change. Where is it? I've not done this for a while. We're going to have to change over to the phone-in. Let's go to the phone-in. Let me get rid of these screens because now we've got Zach Zate on the phone as well. It's going to be quite a little thing here. Let's add to the left.
Where's he calling from today?
There he is.
Oh, he's on the move.
He's always on the bloody move, isn't he? He's always on the move, doing his fancy garages with his fancy flooring. We heard about that yesterday. You have to be a millionaire to know Zach Zate. He's a very well-connected man.
Good morning.
Good morning, Zach. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Driving in the Bay Area. Sun is shining. Beautiful day, man.
Oh, you're always having a nice time, you are. I'm jealous of you. You're in California, driving around in the sunshine, having a good time. He has a good life. You can tell Zach Zate has a good life, can't you? You can tell. He always has a good life. How are you today?
Thank you so much. Happy Friday, all.
Happy Friday.
Great show so far. Doing wonderful. The last, I feel like commitment for the Friday phone-in, So even as driving, I'm glad I can be part with you and
That's right.
share Yeah.
That's right. That's part of the power of the cult, the super chat thing, the control I have over my viewers. You see, you feel you have to be here on a Friday. You can't miss it. Can you imagine? You'd be going, oh my God, I need to be on the show with Martyn today. I can't imagine the stress you'd be under. You know, you have to be here.
You are part of the schedule.
I know. Part of the schedule now. It's part of life, isn't it? It's a daily routine. It's a weekly routine, isn't it? I tell you what, Zach, it goes the other way. I would miss it if you weren't here. I mean, this is my life now. My life is sitting in this dark room surrounded by green and red lights. I prefer the green ones. The green ones are better, right? And I just wait for you guys to phone in. And if no one phones in, my life's going to be rubbish. Yeah, phone in. That's right, Fight. Can you imagine? I'm sitting here talking to nobody. One viewer. It was like that 3 years ago. There was one viewer. It was Bill. One viewer. Bill, this is rubbish. Why is that just you watching me today? Anyway.
It's a beautiful family. Everyone got his own story. Everyone comes from a different place in the world. Everyone brings something that is outstanding in his own way. And I love when everybody shares.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's about. Everyone's got an amazing story. I always think you need to respect people because you never know what someone has to say. You look at someone and you don't like the way they look. I don't know. Their appearance doesn't appeal to you, and you think, he's a waste of time. He's a nobody. You never know someone's story. You've got to talk to people, get to know people. Everyone has an amazing story. You know, once you peel back the cover, it's very often those that are understated, you know, just sitting in the corner, reading a book quietly. They're the ones, the big flashy one was very often nothing to say. But the ones that sit there quietly, they've got a great thing to say. Fight Channel's going, yeah, that's me. I'm that guy. I'm that guy sat in the corner, minding my own business. No one ever bothers me, and they don't know that I served in the military and I've got a story. And you're very successful here with your trades as well, you know. And you've got a story, and we've heard lots about you. So it's great. I love the family. Love it. It's why I get up every morning and put a suit and tie on. I'm the only one who makes an effort. I mean, look at you two. You're just casual.
Of course, you know.
Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful.
So, what we talking about this week then? It's July the 26th, 9:21. Stocks went all down. We had rotation. Everybody dumped. Everybody went, oh my God, I'm going to get out of all the quality stocks and I'm going to buy all the small caps. What did you guys? Let's start with Fight Channel. What did you do when all this rotation began? What did you do?
I just watched it drop, and I sold before the drop, got my profit out of traditional Fight or IRA. I mean, I don't trade my brokerage. If I do trade on my brokerage, it's because I have the funds, the investment for longer than a year.
That makes sense. Very, very sensible.
Then I'll buy back in on the dips.
Okay. So what about what we talked about? It's great taking a profit. You didn't pay any tax because you did it on your IRA, so that's great. No loss there, just 100% profit. You've now got to find a re-entry point. That's the difficult part. So what did you find that entry point? Did you get back? Did you deploy all the cash, or you're holding some on the side?
Well, my traditional, I got over 2,000 sitting on the side.
Have you?
Then my Roth, I got 1,500 sitting on the side because I got 2 weeks till I maxed that out for this year.
So that was applied before, correct? That was in stock before.
Yeah.
So that's the danger, isn't it? You're in now because you sold, you took the profit. Now it's sat on the sidelines. If it suddenly rallies today, which it's starting to, you could end up have to buy back higher, which means you've now lost the profit. So if you just stayed in, you would have made more, right? But if it goes lower, great. But what if it doesn't?
In a way, because I look at my cost average.
Right.
I trade below my cost average. I don't go above my cost average. If it goes above my cost average $1 or $2, I'm not buying. It got to be below my cost average by 50 to $1.
I get that, and that's sensible. However, if you limit yourself to only buying below your average, I think you miss out. Because think about it. If you look at the S&P over hundreds of years, it always makes new highs. It always dips. It goes up again, right? People buying any stock today, whatever, is paying more than they paid 10 years ago, right? I mean, that's just the way it is, right? So people are coming in today, smart people, institutions, retirement funds, people far richer and smarter than us guys here, and they're buying the S&P today. And they're going to buy the S&P next year when it could be up 30%. We're always going to be buying higher. And as some great man told me, Mark Cuban, who's a billionaire, I would rather buy on the way up than the way down, because what I'm buying is going somewhere, is good. What's going down, you know, we talk about the falling knife and all the rest of it. It can keep going down and down and down. If something is good, it keeps going up over time. I don't care, as Warren Buffett would say, I don't care what I'm paying for the stock. I just want to own the business. Oh, hang on, what we got here?
Stacey Bailey donated $5 through a super chat. Always be humble and nice to people on your way up.
Come on, Zach,
you never
join
know
in.
who you will need on the way down. Smiling face with hearts. Smiling face with hearts.
Always be humble, nice to people on your way up, because you never know who you will need on the way down. That's right, Stacey Bailey. You remember that when you become a hotshot financial advisor and you get everybody on our channel to sign you up as their financial advisor. Remember that? Remember that we made you. All right?
I don't need no financial advisor.
Can you believe it that we might soon have Sensei with the charts, Rob Brennan as an accountant, Stacey Bailey as a financial advisor? Bloody hell, that makes us the best channel ever.
How about me as a contractor if somebody needs any remodel?
Ah, we don't need that. That's a waste of time. Rubbish. Nobody needs that. Yeah, all right then. Let's put you in the blood. You know what I was doing, Zach? I was trying to keep it in the financial sector. All right? Because if we're going to do that,
I'm going to damage it.
Yeah, right. If we're going to bring you into the party, we might as well we'll say Fight Channel. He's a soldier. We got a soldier as well. What's that got to do with the financial markets? That's a different channel.
Oh my God, yes.
No, but Zach said, sorry, Fight Channel. So do you see what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, I see what he's saying.
If it keeps on going, you're going to pay more, which then you've ended up losing that profit you took.
Well, it just depends on what you're investing in. My investments are totally different than anybody else. You know, I tell you that much right now. Majority of my dividends I get paid out are between 80 cents to almost $3 a dividend on some of these investments I'm in. Nice. I mean, I made $4,000 in July in dividends through my whole account.
That is awesome. But if you're making, sorry, Zach.
Impressive.
Yeah, very impressive. However, we have to always bring the other side of the argument, right? If you're making high dividends and he's doing it right on his IRA, he's not paying tax, he's got free money coming in, that's great. But he's probably, if he's got good dividends, his stock is probably going down. Very few will go up in growth and give a great dividend, because it wouldn't work. You can't pull from both ends. It wouldn't work that way. But I've always been under the impression, if you're young and you've got very small portfolio, you've got to grow your portfolio. You need growth. You need new innovative stocks to grow and expand over 20, 30 years. Then you get $1 million. Then you go into dividend paying stocks because you now want an income. I don't think you're old enough, are you, Fight Channel, to look for an income? You're at the age like most of us here, I think, where you're building the portfolio. Yeah, you're building the portfolio, and then when you're old and grey, I mean, I know you've got a grey beard, but you're not as grey as me. I mean, this is proper old, right?
I keep my hair short.
I don't need the income yet. I want to grow $1 million, and then I want to go into dividend-paying stocks, maybe like J&J, which pays me, or whatever it might be, that pays me a dividend, which is my, how I pay the bills, and I can leave the capital invested. You're not at that age, but you seem to like getting those dividends. So how do you balance that out between your growth going down and your dividends?
See, some people look at dividends as just dividends. I look at it as passive income. 2/3 of my dividends are in my IRAs, and I got over 800 this month in my brokerage account. My brokerage account, I'm billing that to 4,000 by September 1st, 2025, because
How
I want
much?
4K by next September in my
Your
brokerage account.
your dividend payout.
Get payout for that account alone.
How regularly do you get $4,000?
$4,000 was for the total for my IRA and my brokerage. I made
$4,000 a year. $4,000 a year.
Right. No,
Right.
a month.
A month.
Yeah.
You're building it to earn $4,000 a month.
For my brokerage account, I will. I'm at 800
Bloody
right
hell.
now.
I'm
at 800 right now. I
fantastic.
got till next September to get to 4K.
That's
Because-
$1,000 a week.
Yeah, easy.
Wow. Well, you can live on that, can't you?
Well, the plan is for my brokerage, use it as a bank, because in September I'm taking a 2-week vacation. If I take 2-week vacation, I don't get paid to what
Right.
I do.
That's
'Cause
right.
I don't have a job.
Right.
Journey of the broke, I call that. I do Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash. That's what I do for a living. I make 4K a year, 4K a month doing that.
Okay. So you have a job that you earn about 4K a year, and yet you've achieved all of this on your account. So you must have made money before then to build this brokerage up like you have none now.
Well, my traditional is a rollover from my 401k from last year.
Okay.
But my brokerage, I've been putting in since November 1st, 2022.
Okay.
And that year to date, now I made 20%. I think I'm beating the SP 500.
You are. You're beating everybody. You're doing well, mate. Well, so what would be your I know we don't give financial advice here, but what would be your success? What would you put it down to? What have you done right, and what have you done wrong over the last couple of years, do you think?
I invested in some bad stuff like space at one time. I listened to somebody, but you shouldn't listen to somebody on YouTube.
Hey, be careful what you say. You got our number one bully here.
Hey.
Yeah, don't rubbish it
But
too
I
much.
still believe in space. I still believe in space that it will come back up in 2 years.
So do I. When Delta comes, I'm sure it will. Nobody knows what
Guys,
happened.
is it 680? Is it 680? I'm watching you. I don't even know. Is it 680?
Yeah. It's not important to watch your stocks. Focus on me. This is the most important thing. Virgin Galactic is 681.
I got order for 150, another $1,000 in it, 680.
At 680?
Right
Ooh.
now, I talk to you. I don't care if it's up or down. Something happened to my stocks.
So you're going to buy $1,000 at 680.
There is an order right now. 150 is $1,000, $1,022.
Wow. Well, we're right on it. We're right on it. We're 681. I'll tell you. I will get the cheer button here. If it hits 680, of course it might need to go to 679 for it to clear. We all know how that works, right? But I'll look at it, and if it 680. 680.
Thank
you go.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Hey! I'm loving it. Absolutely great. We love that. Zach's 8 just got a bit more. 678. You're well in. You definitely is cleared. That would have definitely gone through. Nice one. There you go.
Impressive. Thank you.
You're welcome. That was fun. That was a live moment. I love that. So we all know, bar a disaster, something, but they're not flying right now. So there's going to be no crash. All we need, I mean, well, you know what I mean. You can't crash the bloody rocket if you're not flying it. The point I'm making is, we all know if there isn't anything bad, like a crash, well, there can't be. We're not flying. They just keep doing what they're doing until Delta, and then they announce Delta is finished, we're ready to go, even before they've even flown it. They've just announced it. The stock's going to go up, it's going to go up 3x, right? Just by that announcement. So a lot of people will probably exit at that point and go, bloody hell, right, I'm taking my money out. Some people will hold, I'm sure you will. But There's definitely gonna become a pop. My argument has always been is if you have to wait 2, 3, 4, 5 years for a 2x, you've made that anyway on the S&P without the risk. That's the problem. But of course, you see fight channels nodding at me going, well, yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. You know that the S&P will double in 5 to 7 years. We know that. It always has done. Some people are talking about it doing a 3x by the end of the decade. Well, if that happened, you could make more money owning the S&P than Virgin. However, if Virgin is successful, we're not talking 3x, we're talking 30x. And it can go on and on forever. Well, for a while anyway. But we all hope for you. We all hope for you, Zach. We really do. Everyone's behind you. We all want
No,
to do well.
it's a journey of a company that, like you say, if they survived 10 years ago, the crash. Now they have a crash on the market, which is okay because everything goes into expenses. Once they finish building all the facilities and they're going to finish the delta, everything going to be income because they got the big expenses for the rent, for the buildings. But everything, like you said, with no news, there will no crash. There is nothing new. It's all the same. What I like, it's a global company. It's something that's going to be, and it's known all around the world. People flew from all over the world. People talking about it, and it's open to everybody as a private company.
Yeah. Well, you've just made money because it's 683 now, and you bought it for probably 179. So you're up.
I think it will close 702 today. My spec
702.
Today it should close 7 and break the 6, because between 6 to 7, 5 cents. There is no much difference between cents between 6 and 7.
Okay.
Once it will break it, so I think that's the bottom, the 35 cents.
Oh, it's moving now.
It's not a company for 20 cents.
It's moving now.
Because
685.
we're talking. Yeah. That's good. That's good. I still got bottom. I got in 620. I still got in 630.
Oh, did you?
But it doesn't matter if I still got shares in 630 and 705 and 820. But it's like you said, it doesn't matter when you a fan, and it's not to be a fan as you believe in your company. The same day yesterday, I text you about the Meta that they put me as a favorite fan. Second after, they make me a top fan. So there is some cosmos or something in the universe that, it gives you sense of what's going to happen, but it's a journey. Everyone with his own, it's wonderful company to follow. Unless there is a crash, fatality, there is no doubt that this company not going anywhere, but trying and keep by the plans. And I still don't see a competition. But what I do see, and I had a great conversation this week, you're looking at 5 years from now. So now with all the situation in the world, what we know is that all those satellites that we sent it through the last few years, those satellites give us information about a lot of places. All those attacks and all that information come from those satellites. I believe in 5 years it will be kind of a satellite war, and I'm sad to say it, because once you see the space and you see the open skies and everyone get his own information in a different way, everything is so much open those days. So looking at the space again in a positive way, we all going to travel, we all want to be there. But once again, ask those Boeing guys that stuck and they can't get back. So the question is, how do we get back? And the second thing, if we do use space into science, into information. Let's please do it into the positive way and into our benefit as a human being, because we hurt this universe so much, from the drilling to the fuel to the oil, for the all the stones that we use, the trees and use the sources, even if it's animals. We have the right to be better to this world that basically give us life. So I do think positive, but everybody, there is the negative side sometimes to fix.
Yeah, of course. But you are an example of owning the business, not the stock. We talked about that this morning. You are owning your business. You believe in your
And
business.
there is a business. Correct. There is a business. I'm not going to invest in something I won't see. I'm not going to invest in something I won't learn about. And I can see it still as a spec. It's still as a spec. It doesn't make any money. Well, but the potential of any spec that can rise or fall is the same potential of any other company with keep research, keep inventing a process in product, keep produce. And that's the wealth and the quality, of course, quality. As being contractor, I love quality because then they don't call you back. You hate to hear a customer call back, listen, I got that and that. Nobody need to call you back. That's where you use quality and quality cost. People do need to understand it, because nobody wake up in the morning and say, yeah, good morning, I'm going to spend like that and that toward doing a new X or Y. But if something break and you got to do it, you're going to use or the investigation to be yourself. You can be your own contractor, but still, it doesn't mean that the one that will build it will do a good job. So you really need to surround yourself with good people, no matter what you do, and trust, because I still don't trust nobody. I don't trust no company. Everybody, for my opinion, is, again, wanting to his own benefit, unless I can prove myself different. So everybody is right till he will prove me that he's crook, and then I'm not going to lose all trust in him, because I like people, and people are different.
I've,
We
I've,
can introduce to people in a different way.
yeah, I trust everybody, 100% until they lie to me, and that's what I do. I just don't want to live in a world where it's negative, and even though I've experienced some very horrible things in my life and seen some horrible things, and I'm sure Fight Channel understands that. Been in the military, I choose not to bring that as part of my life. I see everything. I see everybody as good. I know they're not. I know people are liars, and I know people are scammers and cheats and God knows what else. But I trust everybody 100%. Every person on this channel, everyone I talk to every day, trust 100% until you lie and do something wrong. Then that's it. You've had your chance. But I always think it's best to go in at it rather than being skeptical and thinking everyone's bad. Just assume that everyone, experience tells you that people can let you down, but assume that everyone is good until they prove themselves to be not. Be innocent to proven guilty in my book. Otherwise, you live a negative life, don't you? You always just think you can't do anything. You just assume everything's a scam and everything's just rubbish. But what do you think?
And that's when for my example, when I listen to a person, there is a way to go against and be negative and try to pull something bad from the subject, and there will be people that always will try to build it to a better idea, to a better solution for make it bigger than it is. So yeah, naturally, and you can look at both the coin in both sides, and that's where you learn. You got to learn.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to just come back to Fight Channel a second. I'm going to ask the same question of you, Zach. We've just seen now this rotation, people taking profits off the top. Fight Channel's done it. He's sold some of his stocks. He's got money on standby. We've now got inflation numbers coming out. It looks like we're going to get a rate cut in September. Small caps are getting the money at the moment. But today we're seeing rotation coming back into the mega caps. People are like going, I want to buy back in the great companies. They got oversold. Yes, they're expensive. Yes, they've got high growth rates projected and all this kind of stuff, high PE ratios, but they're good, solid companies. Do you think, Fight Channel first, do you think we're going to get a rate cut in September? And if we do, are we going to get a 0.5%, not a quarter? Some people are now saying it's going to be a big drop, like a 0.5%, because it's overdue. The Fed a lot of politics involved. We've got an election coming up. They didn't want to do anything today. They don't want to do anything on Wednesday. They don't want a quick reaction because it looks like there's more problem if they reacted to all of this. They're waiting. They're sticking the course. We know that Jerome Powell wants a legacy. He's worried about Paul Volcker, the way it was last time when it went up again quickly. He wants to get it right. I think my prediction, but I want to know what you guys think. I think we could get a really big surprise in September, get a rate cut, that's pretty much guaranteed, and 0.5%, October, another quarter, November, another quarter, and it could really start to take off. Now, for me, that would be great, because my margin would go like that off a cliff. My cost of my margin would be great. I'll be going, yes, and everybody would go, and cheap money is back, I'm buying, I'm using margin, and I'll go, I'm already in. And the amount of margin I've got, it can take me years to pay back. But that's okay, because my dividends will cover the interest will go down, I'll make a profit from that, and I'll own the stocks at the lower prices, and I'm basically buying the future prices today at these prices, and the next 2-3 years, I can pay it back. Obviously, if my channel earns more money, I can pay. If Zach Zate gives me $1 million super chat, which he can clearly afford because, he goes around doing these expensive jobs, I can earn more money and pay off my margin quicker. That's great. But do you think we're going to get rate cuts in September? And if so, how much? And then what do you think comes next? Fight Channel.
Yeah, there'll be a rate cut in September. There got to be. And I don't see no other one coming because they said only one rate cut this year. As of right now, I think it'd be a 0.5 point.
You reckon half as well?
Yeah, at least a quarter to get
when
that.
we get that, what do you think will happen to the market? Because people go, well, what happens? Does it go up? Does it go down? Nothing happens, already priced in. What do you think will happen to your position, your stocks? Is it good or bad for you?
See, my position is built for 2025. I know what I'm going to do. I know what 2025, the crypto run, I got it set up for that. But I don't see it stock market really going up high because, as everybody I've been reading about on Yahoo Finance, it's already been priced in already, the rate cut already. I mean, it could go up more, but who knows? We can't tell the future, and I already know what I'm doing.
But what it will do, and that's a great approach. You've got your strategy, you know what you're doing, you're looking for 2025. You're not just flip-flopping all over the place. You know what that's a mark of success right there. You know where you're going, you have a plan, and you're sticking to it, and it's right for you, and I'm sure you're going to do very, very well. Zach Zate, what do you reckon? Rate cut, how many, what comes next, and how will it affect your positions?
100% rate cut in September, probably 0.5% by the end of the year, and will be at 5% once Christmas song will play. That's my guesstimate. Very, very, very interesting month we have in America. I think a huge change also politically, also in the market, because the market does want to impress the government. The government doesn't want to work with the market. But, it's two different, separate, that both of them want to impress everybody. So I do believe that will help by the end of the year.
So we're all fairly optimistic. I've got, and to end our call, Zach, got some great news for you. I'll put it on the screen.
It crashed.
No. Hang on. He's going to like this. Zach's. You listen to Zach's reaction now. Zach.
Ooh.
Nice.
What'd you make of that?
705 by the end of the day will make me very happy. I'll be on 4 position positive.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think you'll agree. You bought that spot on. You timed that. Yeah, we all applaud. we all applaud that. That was a perfect trade. Now, are you able? Because Robinhood, you can't do this unless you email them and go through all the song and dance. It doesn't have lot selling. A lot of brokerages, you can go, I'm buying these stocks and I'm selling these stocks. Are you able to do that and sell? If you wanted to sell those stocks that have made money, could you do that or not?
I haven't sold for 3 years. I'm not going to sell for another 2 years.
No, he's not selling anyway. Fair enough. But if you wanted to, could you sell those stocks? Do you know what I mean by those stocks, not ones you bought? But
it's a gift. For me, it's the best gift of my belief. It's the best position to prove myself why I did what the hell I did.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That's a definite no then. I'm not selling. I'm holding it. And I just want to say, oh, hello. There he is. Brilliant. I love it. What I was just getting at there, so everybody understands what I'm talking about, FIFO rule, first in, first out. On Robinhood, if you buy a stock and you sell, he's got all the gear, isn't he? If you sell a stock, you sell the stocks you bought first. And if you bought stocks up high before that looks really good with the sun coming down, right? It really does. It's really good. If you buy a stock a year ago, high, and now it's Virgin Galactic keeps falling, you're basically selling a stock for a loss. You're selling your first in, first out stocks. However, there are lots of brokerages that allow you, this is hard to do, there are brokerages that allow you to lot sale. So each individual trade is in its own little box. And you can buy that share today and sell that share, not the one that you bought. You're making this very hard for me, Zach. I'm trying to get
games yesterday. I told you we love gaming.
Yeah.
Just let us play all day.
Yeah, you just carry on larking around while I try to act professional. That's fine. Don't worry about me. And you're driving your car, so it's very responsible for our young viewers. Ladies and gentlemen, I do say you should not drive your car while playing with aeroplanes and spacemen. Zach is he's a very irresponsible adult. Don't follow what Zach's 8 does. Correct.
I even tell my guys, don't learn everything from me but the way I'm driving.
That's right. Exactly right.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry for that.
Not at all. It's all good. Zach, it's always a pleasure having you guys call in. Fight Channel, thanks for calling in. This is becoming a regular thing with Fight now. He's been on it a few times.
I do have a question. I do have a question for Fight. Mr. Fight, you work in a company that almost 3 times a week stop on my front door. If it's DoorDash, if it's all the deliveries. First, how do you feel working delivery with them? And I know as a companies, do you invest in any of them as an investor? And how do you feel about their stocks?
I do own Uber stock and I do own DoorDash stock. And Mark talking about the robotaxi. I had talked to customers in my Uber. Would they ride a robotaxi? They said no. They don't trust them right now. Maybe 5-10 years down the road they might. The Uber might lose their job. DoorDash, I love. That's my main income.
DoorDash.
DoorDash. I made like $22K already this year off of DoorDash. I enjoy doing DoorDash. Wow. Especially on alcohol delivery. You can deliver alcohol on DoorDash. A lot of people don't know about that. But it's good to talk to people and have repeat customer delivering alcohol to them.
Hang on a minute.
It's responsible, too, to order before you don't have to drink and drive.
I bet that's very entertaining, isn't it? When you turn up at someone's house with a can of beers. And they go, hey, hello, mate. Oh, thank. I can imagine the conversation when you knock on the door and they open the door and they're already a little bit, elubrated, well oiled, should I say? And there you are with the beer and the whiskey and the wine and all this. Come on in, join the party, Mr. DoorDash. We love you. I bet you've seen a few things, haven't you, mate? Delivering the old beer.
I've seen a lot of different stuff doing that. It's amazing.
And you got to tip the bartender.
Oh yes. I bet they tip him well when they've had a few beers as well. I'd put myself down for that. I'd be going, right, if you get any orders, Mr. Company DoorDash, I want to be delivering all the alcohol. That's the one I want to deliver. Forget the burgers and the pizzas. But when someone rings up and says, can you bring me a case of whiskey round? I want to deliver that.
I have my highest tip ever. Can anybody guess what could be my highest tip for delivering alcohol?
How much was it?
You don't want to guess?
Oh, a guess. I no idea.
100 bill.
$100.
A little bit more than that.
Really?
Wow.
It was $500.
$500 tip. Bloody hell. What did you deliver?
I think it was 3 cans of alcohol.
That was it? 3 cans of beer?
Yeah.
It wasn't a tequila special order from Mexico?
I don't know. It was 3 cans of beer.
3 cans of beer? Was he completely drunk?
No.
He just really wanted a beer and he was really rich. He was just wanting the convenience of a beer.
He owned his own business.
Unbelievable. $500.
He was going to give me more till I told him what I was going to do with the money. He thought I was going to pay bills. I wasn't going to pay bills.
Outstanding.
And I didn't. It went to my Roth IRA.
Now that is what we were saying earlier about impression, right? He's thinking, there's this poor bloke here, he's DoorDash, he's struggling. Let me help him out. And you're going, all right, mate, I'm going to take that $500 and I'm going to put that on the stock market. I thought you couldn't eat this week.
He saw the truck I drive too is 2022 Ram, and I'm still paying payments on it.
Right. So he thought you felt.
And I'm investing $150 a week in stock market.
You are $150 a week.
That's paying my truck payment each month, my rent each month, and paying my daughter last year of college. She'll be out in May next year. That's $350 her apartment.
Wow. Very nice of you. Very nice of you. Congratulations.
You know where that $350 going to go when I get her done.
Yeah, straight back in the stock market.
Well, 200 will. 200 will and 150 will go to extra payments to my truck.
Yeah, nice.
Because I'm going to get that truck payment paid off by April 1st, 2026.
Nice.
Yeah, I was chuffed a bit.
Around the corner.
Yeah, don't have a car payment. Don't want a car payment. I hate car payments. I had a Ford Transit Connect. When I first came to the United States and I was doing gigs, I bought a Ford Transit Connect, like a big van to carry gear around in. And I was told to get a good credit score, you have to have an auto loan. Even though I had the cash, get an auto loan. And I got an auto loan for about like 4 or 5% from the Bank of America. Good rate because my credit score was perfect, right? It was near perfect. It just wasn't as high as it is today. Got the auto loan, and it was over, I think, 4 or 5 years. And I just plowed and plowed and plowed. Overpay. And I think I paid it off in about 6 months. Just kept going. I mean, I just didn't eat. Every gig I had, Leah said she would go out for dinner. I said, no, I'm going to, another $100. And I got it paid off. Really. Oh my God. Zach. Look at this.
705.
705.
706. Pumping. Bloody hell. 707.
Yeah,
it's going up like a rocket. Did you do that right or what?
It is 35 cents. Come on. It's only 35 cents.
Get out of it.
But look at the percentage.
There we go. Don't only 35 cents me.
Learn how to use that stream deck right.
Yeah, I know. So
I got 2 stream decks.
I've got three. I've got three stream
the-
decks. And they're all the XLs. There's buttons everywhere in the studio. There's just so
I got
many
an
things.
XL
Like,
too.
yeah. Oh yeah, good, isn't it? Good. 705, mate.
I got a big. See the bag?
See the what?
Bag.
The bag.
The bag.
The
I'm
bag.
holding a bag.
He's holding the
Spacemen
bag.
don't have bags. Spacemen have. Don't know what it is. It's not called a bag though. I don't think it's
But
a bag.
He's holding the bag now.
Oh, he's holding it. He's holding the bag.
Oh, he got it now.
Yeah. Now I got
Alright.
it. Now I got it. Yeah, it's not about the 35 cents, Zach. All right, we know you got a lot of toys in your car. Enough with the toys. It's very hard to have a conversation
toy box
when I'm
in
talking to
there?
toys.
He got a toy
He's
box
obsessed,
in
this
there.
guy, isn't he? He's losing the plot. He's got delirious. He's realised how much money he's making and he's lost the plot. He's thinking, this is brilliant. I'm making so much money.
Last one.
Oh, God. Go on, then.
At least he's not driving.
Hey, yeah. I hope you stopped at the traffic lights. My God. Are you still driving?
Yeah, the red light.
He's at the red light.
He's
Thank
not
God for
moving, I
that.
could tell. I could tell if he's moving or not by this.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
Happy Friday. Seriously, it's beautiful. It's nice to follow. It's exciting. Nothing happened.
Tis for you.
Nothing
Your stock's
happened.
just gone up.
What?
Tis for you.
Why it go up? Why it go down? The question if 620 was the bottom, 622. So 30, 35, 40 cents doesn't make much difference. If we
Yes,
look
it
at
does.
15,
Yes, it does. That's
basically
that's
the
$5%.
$1 is 20. The $1 needs to be to $20 to be back to the $1 like 4 months back. I bought in $1. That's where I look. $20 will be where it's going to start to
I
be
just want to
interesting.
make sure that people, when they listen to this, right, Zach's right, but I just also want to say percentages is everything. Some people have only got $10 to invest, and they got $5, and they got whatever they got, and 35 cents. It's not about the 35 cents. It's about the percentage. If you can make 10% a year on the 500 best companies in the world on the S&P, and you've just made 5% like that, it's pretty good. So I just want everyone to realize that just because it's only 35 cents, and in Zach's situation it is, he's got a much bigger position and he's in a different position. Just bearing in mind, if you've made 5% in 5 minutes, that's fantastic. Don't ever, it's only 35 cents. I bought my house, remember, with all those $1 tips. So those little pennies add up. Just wanted to say that, Zach.
And that's what we do, why we do and what we do.
I'm loving it. Right. Well, that's a great phone in. One of our best ever phone ins. So if you've enjoyed this, folks, make sure you tap the like button. There you go. Zach's sake, pat him on the head. No, you're not doing it right. That's it. Now you got it right. There you go. There you go. And if you want to call in next week, you can be part of our Friday phone-in. We do it every Friday. And we just put the world to rights. We talk about all sorts of stuff. Sometimes it's sad. Sometimes it's happy. Sometimes it's crazy. Makes no sense at all. Sometimes we have MSK calling and it gets out of control. We never know what's going to happen then. And I think Zach say MSK is in the chat right now. He could have phoned in. Tim Rogers, he's in the chat. We've got a new member here, just tuned in. Rinchin Kando, a lady here who's asking me what are my thoughts on GameStop. Where do I start?
Rubbish.
Rubbish.
Rubbish, GameStop. Rubbish.
Rubbish. Bloody hell, how many more toys have you got? I mean, the front of your car must be a complete mess of bits and bobs. There's something wrong with this guy.
I wonder
He's nuts.
His car look like one of them Jeeps with all them ducks on the dash.
Yeah, all lined up across the front. What's this? Oh, I see. Have you been drinking today, Zach? I'm going to phone the local police in California and say there's a guy called Zach Zate driving around playing with toys. I think he's had a few beers.
Hey, why drink and drive when you can smoke and fly?
I'm saying absolutely nothing. I'm keeping out of this conversation.
I haven't said that.
No.
I heard that.
No, you never said it. It just went out to 62 countries in 14 languages and lives forever on YouTube. And Fight Channel's going to clip that, and you can have Barbie making a comment. I'm going to clip it. I'm going to turn it into a short. It's going to be all over Facebook today.
Oh yeah, and them clips come in handy on our Discord. I use those up.
Oh yeah, those clips could come in very handy. Yeah, so Fight Channels. Yeah, absolutely.
And by the way, through the driving, we passed through Meta and through Tesla. And I'm now down south, yeah.
Bloody hell, everything's near you,
California.
Isn't it?
You see, I'm driving for an hour. When was the last time somebody drove for an hour?
What do you mean when the last person someone drove for an hour? What do you mean?
For an hour from work to work, from job to job. You know, I'm going from one job, I left job, and now I'm going to another job.
No.
Busy.
No,
yeah, Fight Channel ain't doing that.
Nope.
No. I walk.
Fight Channel does it also, yeah. Driving deliveries is a lot of experienced drivers.
I don't.
True. I do drive 200 miles a day. I do.
Do you? 200 miles a day?
Between 8 to 10 hours a day I work, yeah. Actually, I'm supposed to be working now, but it'll be all right. I already know what I already made this week.
Yeah, you'll be all right. All right.
I already made enough on my.
And maybe I'll close my because I'm heading right into the customer. Driving, you know, you see me driving, but everybody there is. I haven't seen nobody like on a podium holding a trophy or a cup. We all have the same license. There is no a good driver, bad driver. We have the same license. All you need to do is just, you know, it takes 1 second sometimes. And I'm sorry, all those accidents, taking care of issues that are so irrelevant. So just drive carefully, put seatbelts, be safe, and get to your place happy after. That's
what a
I
lovely
just got to
way.
my destination.
What a lovely way to close out the interview. Thank you, Sensei Fight Channel, for calling in. Hopefully we'll see you again next Friday. Always a pleasure. Be safe. I'm so happy for both of you today. Stocks are going up. Everyone's making money. I mean, it's just, my portfolio is just about to hit all-time highs. Oh, am I glad I used that margin. Oh, I'm loving it. All right, that's it, guys. Thanks for calling in. See you on the music channel tonight. Bye-bye for now.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Absolutely great. All right, we're going to wrap up the show. What a great call that was from two of our top members there, Sensei and Fight Channel. Absolutely great. So, look at that. How about it? 104,500. Now, the all-time high, of course, is 107. So I'm still $2,500 off my all-time high. But Sensei, oh my God, did he call that right or what? We're now 707. I tell you what he'll be doing tonight. He'll be asking for the Spaceman songs tonight. There's no doubt about that. I'll be doing all right tonight. I'll get a couple of super chats out of that. Like I say before, own the casino. Don't play the casino, right? You see? I make money when Virgin Galactic goes up because Sensei gets really happy and he wants me to sing a song. You see? There's always every cloud. Right. That's it from me. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Did everyone smash the like button? Let's have a look. Yes, 36 likes, 33 watching. We're going to get out of here. What a wonderful day that was. Right. I've got a few videos to put out. I'll see you back for the closing bell. We're now at 27,553, knocking on the door of the 28,000. That's absolutely wonderful. How many views have we had? 11,000. Oh, it's getting quite busy at the minute. What are people watching? They're watching my Google video. Oh, no, they're not. No, they're watching my shorts, the plug video. Tilray's quite popular today. But mainly the live show. Smoke and Fly. It's good, that. Green gang on the carpet. Smoke and Fly. That was the funniest thing I've ever heard. Carpet, yeah. Everybody who understands this world, I don't. I haven't got a clue, right? But everyone does get it. Skip in September and double down in December. Skip in September, says Tim Rogers. What are your thoughts on GameStop? Not good at all, I'm afraid. I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. It makes no sense at all. Why on earth would you want to buy that? Sold a few stocks of a loss for the future, gains of Nvidia, Tesla, and Google. Sold a few stocks at a loss for the future gains. Nice one. Hopefully the chart fundamentals live up to the claims. Glad I bought the dip then. David, yes, usually. MSK. So that's a great thing. David Ewan, haha. Note, the swear jar still applied every time I call in. There we go. David Ewan, a golden cross on the charts means that the share price short-term average, 50-day average, has crossed above the long-term moving average and is usually a major bullish sign. All right, we are done. Zaxay is loving it. Zaxay is really loving it because look at that. $7.07. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Right, I'm out of here. Thank you ever so much, TikTok. Thank you for all the love, all the support, and all the rest of it. I will see you back for the closing bell. And then there's some videos coming out as well, which I'm going to get on to. Let's do Day Trader of the Day. Are you ready? Day Trader of the Day. Are you up? Are you down? Are you making money? Are you in? Are you out? Are you ready? Day Trader of the Day, and here we go. I am up 1.69. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Up 1.69%. I'm the greatest investor in the world. Yes, I am. Done absolutely nothing. 1.69. Do I win? Do I lose? Let me know. Very excited. Send everybody to the extra channel while I make the videos. Customize, redirect, take you down to the extra channel. There you go. Here is the extra. And those watching on Rumble, extra. Woohoo! Here come the scores. Question for the group. Would you keep 15 stocks which pay me 135 grand a year in dividends with 9% returns annually going forward, or take annual dividends and put it in the S&P? Would you keep, here we go, would you keep 15 stocks which pay me 135,000 per year in dividends with 9% returns annually going forward, or take annual or take annual dividends and put it in the S&P? Not too sure. I'd need to think about that. Tim, my brain's a bit fried this morning, if I'm honest. I need to think about that one. Is no one going to put a score on the door? Is anybody watching me? I'm doing Day Trade of the Day here. What's going on? Not one single score. I don't understand what's going on. Where is everybody? We've still got a long way to go to make up on the week. Oof, yeah. Still got 1.5% to go. I don't know why there's nobody doing it, so I'm gonna say I've won. I don't know if that was the intention or what. I've no idea. I've won because no one turned up. That's never happened before. Thank you very much, Martin. You're welcome. And I'll give myself a thumbs up. There you go. That's it from me. Thanks ever so much indeed. I'm going to send you now to the extra channel. See you later. Up 1.27, says Stacey Bailey. Well, I still win. It doesn't even matter. I didn't even need anyone to bother. I still win. That's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. Thanks for being here. See you now on the extra channel with some wonderful piano music as I put out my latest videos. That's it. Have a wonderful afternoon. Enjoy the sunshine driving around in California. And just remember, smoke high, fly high, apparently. That's it from me. Take care of yourselves. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Can you do a stock review? Scalding hot of SPYI when available. Appreciate all you do, brother. Thank you. Straight to the top. That will be done today then. That'll be done. I'll put that right to the top. That'll be done when I come back for the closing bell. It jumps right to the top. SPYI. Let me see which one that is. SPYI. It's an ETF. Okay. As you know, I can't do ETFs the same way as I do with a stock because it won't be, the full information won't be there. And you've given me a really good super chat, so I'm frustrated that I can't do what I'd like for you.
Scalding Hot donated $20 through a super chat. Can you do a stock review on SPY when available? Appreciate all you do, brother. Thank you.
So let me write that down. Scalding Hot. Okay. Okay. When I come back this afternoon, I'll do the best I can. So I've got some software, I got last week. I just can't use Alpha Spread. It doesn't do it the same, but I will do that for you when I come back. All right, that'll be the first thing. Just your best evaluation. Scalding hot, I will always do my best, always. Okay. Thank you very much indeed for that wonderful super chat. Much appreciated. See you back now on the extra channel. That's it from me, and we're all good. Let me just go up to speed. Right. See you in a bit. Thanks, guys. Take care of yourselves and each other. Thank you, Scalding Hot, for that wonderful support. Bye-bye for now.